You're stuck at 88%. Move. How many communicating with server pop-ups do we need?
Gotta love it.
Wait, I don't have them? I thought I ordered it. I thought I bought it.
Uh-oh. You didn't download Gold Lewis? Or you don't have Gold Lewis?
Yeah.
Oh. Weird.
It's okay. I'm available. That was a good thing I got paid today, right, kids?
Are you sure you got the right Guilty Gear? Are you sure you just bought the standard one, thinking that you got the deluxe one or something?
Shut up. I just looked at my purchase history on the PS5.
Ah, nice. Very nice.
Instead of the season pass, I bought the extra colors.
Oh, you got bamboozled. You literally got bamboozled.
We're not playing Pop Pox.
I actually been liking Mirage.
It's fun.
He's fun, yeah. He's just fun to just mess people with. And then I won with Bangalore. I think yesterday or whatever. I think either yesterday or day before for my first time with Bangalore. Who's she's okay.
She's good. It's just that
I think her smoke is a little weak right now, though, because what you call, like, she gets hard countered by the scanning people, and the people are always picking either Seer, Bloodhound, or well, Crypto. Well, mostly Bloodhound and Seer.
I'll just put this here. We can use this as a thumbnail.
I'll look through my phone.
This is called through your phone. Don't show it to the chat, Dave. They will just be like,
oh no. God damn. Yeah, we're not we're definitely not gonna show that one for sure.
I'm gonna put that in the other Discord.
Oh yeah.
Which one would it? Oh, never mind. I found it. The jokes and memes. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can answer since you also like Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
What happened to launch?
I don't know, dude. Toriyama just forgets characters, man. He forgets stuff. Honestly, I think that's what it is. There's just so much, I guess, or enough for him to forget.
I mean, he forgot that whatchamacallit? Saiyans have tails.
Yeah, like what happened to the tail thing, right? Like, unless they just cut them off right at birth. I don't know.
Yes, like crisis averted, everyone. I have the DLC character.
Nice.
Not well. I don't know because I still like playing Potemkin.
Yeah.
Faust still needs a little oomph.
Hmm.
So I forgot who it was that I was talking to with the buffs and nerfs.
Yeah.
It's like that scene from the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man where Peter's trying to catch up to the bus.
Oh.
Everybody in the bus is the one that has like good buffs.
Yeah, and then Faust is just it's Peter Parker.
Faust is Peter, just
yeah.
like.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, Faust and my friend said that it's Faust as Peter, but he has the wheelchair, and then I forgot what character he said that's in the wheelchair, and then it's Anji, and they're both trying to like.
Wait, really?
the
Anji,
boss.
huh? Okay.
Yeah, because Anji, I don't know, he's still not that good yet, from
Wow.
what I heard.
Okay.
But, I guess it all depends, like how.
I mean, this is just day one anyway, so well, I mean, we'll talk more about it later on. So, yeah. All right, well, let's get going before we start jibber jabbing about Guilty Gear. So,
It sucks.
well, maybe it's you that sucks. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of the Hypecast. This is 152. We're well over 150 at this point, so we old, I guess you can say. But anyway, we definitely have quite a bit to talk about. So we'll just talk about one thing, I guess, from each of us. So for me, I am starting to get some stuff from the new Pokemon card set, which is Evolving Skies. One just arrived in the mail from the Pokemon Center. It's just like loose booster packs and stuff like that. I'll open on the stream later on. According to the USPS, I'm gonna get another package on Monday. Hopefully, this coming Monday, or basically by the time this episode comes out, it should be here, and I'll try to stream it soon after or something like that. But anyway, that's all from me pretty much, other than me playing Apex Legends and Genshin Impact. So, what about you?
For 2 months, just farming my ass in 14 for mounts.
I see that. Yes, I see that.
No, you don't see. You don't see the turmoil, the stress, the pain.
I just see the name. I just see the name playing Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
That's all I see. That's all I need to see.
You don't know. You don't know the pain trying to not run a single dungeon 99 times to just try and get your your chance of getting that mount.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of the same with Genshin when, well, it's kind of, I mean it's different, but two sides of the same coin, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, because in Genshin you want the best artifacts to equip to your character with like the best stats and everything. So a lot of times, like like 99 out of 100 is like you get all the shitty stats, substats and whatever and blah blah blah. Well, you name it. But yeah, for you, I guess it's the amount. So 99 times out of 100 it's crap or whatever. So it's all in that grind, I guess. Except at least with Genshin, I feel like more relaxed because there is that stamina system too, so I have an excuse to stop playing it. But when it comes to like, this is why I don't want to play MMOs, honestly, because it's just a lot of like just time and investment and stuff like that, and I'd rather do other things.
Well, with Yoshi, with 14, Final Fantasy 14, Yoshi P did say I don't want people to make this as an obligation for them to play. He wanted 14 to be, jump in, play as long as you like, jump out, handle family stuff, and then jump back in.
Right. Yeah,
that's how he designed the game as.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
But some of us are not that smart to think of it.
Yeah. Well,
we burn ourselves down.
I don't know. It's just a general like MMO motif that I'm always like uninterested in partaking in general. So, like again, like there are just other things I rather much do. So that's just me. But I'll pay attention to it, like like what they're doing and like the news and stuff like that surrounding 14, because I think the whole like Realm Reborn and all that stuff, that's the whole story. I think that's a cool just piece of little gaming history, I guess you can say. Very it's a very prominent thing, and I do understand and respect just the heart and commitment behind and philosophy, of course, with this game, especially with the developers. I believe the the composer. There's like the whole story with the cancer thing and all that stuff. We talked about it, so anyway. But anything else from you before we get into the fray?
Nope.
No? Okay. Alrighty.
So let's begin.
Let us begin indeed. So let's start off with a nice little shout out thing or whatever going on with Suda51, I guess, and James Gunn. So with Suicide Squad, I think it's still on HBO Max. I think it's still well within net time window. Anyway, it's both in theaters and HBO Max still, I believe. But anyway, James Gunn talked about this in a article from something like Screen Rant, and there was a scene with you see in the trailer. There's a scene with Harley Quinn going at it with some soldiers, and there's some flowers all over and stuff like that. You do see that briefly with the trailer. That scene apparently was heavily inspired, according to Gunn himself, from a certain niche game from Suda51, and it was called Lollipop Chainsaw. Do you remember this game, Zawa?
Yes, and I want to say the voice actress is Tara Strong, but I don't want to get slapped.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think it is.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Because it reminded me like very what kind of genre would you put it in? Because it was really like that. Like it was over the top of funny.
Yeah. It's like you're talking about Lollipop or Suicide Squad?
Yeah. Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh, yeah.
Because I wanted to play it, but I don't know. I just decided to just watch a Let's Play.
Right. Yeah. I get it. But yeah, he said that was like a big inspiration for that scene, and it, kind of all fits with Harley Quinn, of course. So, especially if you compare it to the protagonist for Lollipop, which is a zombie game. You just kill a lot of zombies and beat them. It's pretty much like a action game, beat 'em up type of thing, but with a cheerleader and a chainsaw, and also carries she carries her boyfriend's head when he died, severed head, but he's still alive somehow. But it's a world of zombies, so I guess you can get bypassed that. Anyway,
it's like magic,
yeah, some magic bullshit, whatever. Anyway, so that was a big inspiration from that, and Suda wanted to just give his thoughts about it in his little thing on Twitter. He just says, "Wow, thanks so much for the shout out, James. That's so awesome." And then even James Gunn on Twitter, he responded to that one too with the praying emote and the hand raise emote. So that's actually pretty cool. So gotta give props to both, James Gunn and Suda51. As, of course, with No More Heroes, I think it's out at this point. I think it just came out today or whatever. So big time for Suda51. So congrats on that, and of course, congrats on the whole inspiration, I guess, for Gunn. Yeah. It was a great scene too, from Suicide Squad, which is all in all a great movie too. Like it's like just one of those like films you should see before you die if you're a really big fan of like just superhero films in general. So yeah. But yeah, I think we're pretty good on the comments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's it on that one. Starting off with a very cheerful note. This one, next one up is a little more interesting. So, as you know, this involves with Tales of Arise, and Tales of Arise is known for its infamous amount of costumes with its characters, including the women, of course. And of course, the women always have some sort of summer costume or swimsuit outfit of sorts. And so there was some concern with the fans because this is like featured prominently on like PlayStation and stuff like that. So And then we all know about Sony or just the PlayStation side of things, and on the U.S. side, of course, with the whole censorship policy. We've seen this from time to time, especially with like what was that one game, Gun Gal or Gal Gun, excuse me, and other stuff like that. But they've kind of like flipped this sort of show off their sort of hypocritical side by letting Last of Us Part 2 have a very graphic sex scene, even though they said, hey, we're censoring these sort of parts of the game. They even did that. I think they even were involved with the censorship they kind of see in DMC5, excuse me. Yeah, sorry, it's DMCA stuff from Twitch and stuff like that. But anyway, so we all know about that, but the people from Tales of Arise working on the game, they just wanted to clarify that there will not be such censorship, I guess, for the most part, from what it sounds like, for the game. So I just wanted to point that out real quick, and I think that's a pretty cool too. That they are pretty communicative about that, and I just wanted to clarify that I think for the most part, that is not the thing, or that's not going to happen too much. So. There's a quote I just want to read real quick. It says, Tales of Arise from Namco. Tales of Arise will be released on September 10, 2021 on PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC. All versions will include the same story and features without any form of censorship. This completely denies the rumor going around stating that some of the scenes, costumes, dialogue, and symbols will be censored on Sony or on PlayStation by Sony. Yeah, so that's from DualShockers. That's the source of the article. Did you want to comment real quick before I kind of wrap it up?
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, just the whole like censorship policy and stuff like that.
Yeah, the whole censorship is like so. Because at first, when we heard of it, people were up in arms, and look who was the one that was going like,
Yeah.
let them have their boobies and stuff.
Yeah.
Nintendo,
yeah. No, that's
that was the one like you would think. Nintendo, family company. Nah, here's your boobs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
but family.
I think.
Oops.
Yeah, I think for the most part, this is just mostly coming from the U.S. side of things. Funny enough,
No.
the Japanese people aren't as conservative when it comes to outfits and stuff like that, and fan service and all the ecchi stuff that you see from these like type of games. Even like not just ecchi and erotic like fan service and stuff like that. It's like violence, because I remember there was a scene in Tales of Berseria, which is like the previous game, one of the previous Tales of games, that they censored this violent scene in the beginning. Like instead of like being impaled or something like that, but like something, it was just like, I don't know, it was something else. I forgot what it was exactly, but they pretty much like took out the impaling because I guess it was too violent at the time. I don't know, but that's what happened. That was a thing for Berseria. Not to mention, I think they also fucked around with the costumes too, unfortunately. But thankfully, this Tales game will not have such censorship for the most part. So I'm pretty happy about that. That way, we're gonna get the game that everyone's getting, that everyone is getting. So that is a plus for me, at least, because I'm really looking forward to this game. I really like Tales of games, and definitely good to know that I'm getting all the costumes and all the story and no interference from the censorship that Sony likes to do, at least here anyway. All right, let's gonna move on to other things. So we talked about this a while back regarding to Dr. Disrespect, and he had his fallout with Twitch because of some things that weren't explained. It was just like completely out of left field. He's been streaming on YouTube for the most part, but it was still like a mystery for a long time of why he was just kicked out of Twitch and stuff like that. I mean, we still don't know exactly what happened, but here it's been official from the doctor himself, two-time champion, that he's going to take action and will sue Twitch over his ban from the platform. So this could be something pretty big for, like, you know, the streaming community and stuff like that, the whole that side of gaming. So I think this is a quote from him, Dr. Disrespect. There's a reason why we're suing the fuck out of them. And then he also says, I can't talk about it, but a lot of people ask me, do you know the reason? Yeah, I do know the reason why now. He also says, I've known for months now the reason why, and I'll just say this right now, champs. There's a reason why we're suing the fuck out of them. I don't know how else to put it. The amount of damages, and you just don't know. No. That's like pretty much the exact quotes that the doc has put on for himself. Anything you got, Zawa?
I wish him luck.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, good luck, pretty much. I hope he wins. He is definitely looked at as the people's champ, taking on a big corporation. Although he was bringing in the big bucks for that company.
That platform.
So. Yeah, we'll see. We will see about that. I mean, we don't know if you know, Disrespect was being too greedy, or Twitch was being like a complete piece of shit. We don't know. So they'll settle in court, and I will go with either verdict, because that's just how it should be. You know, done by, well, the right people. You know, so you know, nowadays, like, a lot of people, it's just people on Twitter like to, like, make themselves the judge and be like, oh yeah, I think he's guilty, therefore he is guilty. It's like, okay, well, do you have any evidence? I mean, no, I don't like that guy. Okay,
You know, it's like, I don't like
you.
Like, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Probably in elementary, but not here.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to the two-time champion. Hopefully, he'll be a three-time champion with that case settled.
Two-ton tunic.
Yeah. All right. Now,
how many hairs did you just get from me saying that?
Yeah. Right. Anyway, we do have one thing to talk about when it comes to Blizzard. We have another little update regarding to the whole Blizzard situation. And this is pretty bad on Blizzard's part, but yeah, this has been reported by many people now, but I first got this from Kotaku, and California has been accusing Blizzard, or Activision Blizzard, of shredding abuse evidence. So they've been... Yeah. There's been reports, yeah, that they're trying to shred the evidence. So if that is, if that can be proven in court, that there was the shredding, they pretty much hung themselves. Like, it's over, pretty much. Like, they'll never be the same, because, like, all the key people have already left. You know what I mean? So it's like, at this point, like, no matter how you look at it, they're not going to be the same. And I mean, even before, it's just, they're not Blizzard. You know, things have just changed for the worst. But after all this stuff, you know, all the harassment, all the stuff that has come out over this whole situation, this is just like a cherry on top, and it's done. Like, if they can improve, of course. This is still far from over, and so, if they can make this confirmed and all that stuff that they have been shredding and all that stuff, all the stuff on top of that, all the allegations, all the sexual harassment stuff and all that. If they can win this case, yeah, they they are screwed. Blizzard is screwed. Did you want to chime in on this?
I mean, yes, they're doing the stupid things right now, but when you kind of think about it, because well, obviously we're not like professional law, like we know the law by heart and stuff.
Yeah, we're not attorneys or anything like that.
Yeah. Because I read that on Twitter, and some people were saying that maybe they're doing it because for like money reason, it's cheaper to do the whole like what's it called? It's cheaper to pay off the shredding of evidence fee.
Yeah.
What they're going through right now. If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I see where you're going. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, from that perspective, yeah.
From a more business perspective, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, okay. So.
But still, it's a dick move.
No, it absolutely is a dick move. But we'll see if that becomes something else, right? Like if they're shredding evidence, like it's like they're pretty much saying they're guilty. You know what I mean? So it's in a way. So I don't know. It might be there might be a whole new fucking charge now. You know what I mean? Like or whatever. Like they're gonna have this on their thing or whatever. And even so, even if they get out of the situation relatively easy or whatever however you want to put it, people aren't gonna give a shit about Blizzard anymore. They're not gonna support them the same way we've done or people have done before. You know what I mean? So either way, like it's over for them. You know what I mean? From what it sounds like, but we'll have to see. So time will tell, of course. And so will there be people buying shit from Blizzard still for like a couple more years? Yeah, it's possible, sure. But yeah, at this point, man, like I'm starting to lose pretty much a lot of interest in getting Overwatch 2, like because it's not it's not gonna be the same. You know what I mean? So there's none of the same people who are there, and then meanwhile, they actually went through this, but they're going to change McCree's name. But at this point, it's like, well, no one's gonna give a shit because no one's gonna like really care about Overwatch the same way anyway. So it's like, you know what I mean? So, I thought they weren't gonna do it because it's just gonna be more work on top of more work. But I guess they're gonna do it because I don't know. They want to cover their tracks, or they want to throw a distraction or something like that, or a gaslight or something. How you want to think of it? Like man, yeah. Did you want to say about some?
It's like I don't know, but we gotta remember that the Overwatch T is a separate like little place or a little it's separate from Blizzard, but yes, they're under the Blizzard umbrella, but they're their own team, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, there's a team for Overwatch, there's a team for WoW, and there's a team for Diablo, I'm sure. So yeah, I mean that's how it's been.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
I'm guessing like from their standpoint, they kind of want to stay away from whatever's happening right now.
Well, I mean, I think it's in vain.
I mean, it's hard to do it, but
yeah,
from their standpoint, they're just trying to like quote unquote. Hopefully, things are going to be all right the way they're making this, but it's like why?
Right, right.
Yes, yes, yes. Mr. McCree is named after somebody from
You know the
there.
Cosby suite. Yeah.
Yeah, the Cosby Suite, but it's like because they stated okay in the near future, in the upcoming months, we are making new lore of his name change and stuff. And you just gotta think to yourself, why?
Yeah, like yeah, like I said, it's just more work on top of all already like the stress and just the
Which is more funny because it's like what you call? Hey, I'm going. It's like to all the Blizzard actors and actresses. Hey, guys, you're gonna have to come down here. Why? We're going to have to re-record
I know, right? Like
some
that
some
was
dialogue.
like what I was thinking. Like yeah, if they actually have to go, if they want to go through this, they have to re-record the lines and stuff like that. So are we just gonna call him Jesse? Is he gonna be like McClay or something like that? Like I don't know, like or Jesse Black, Aaron Black number 2? Like for all I care, like whatever they're gonna call him, they have to re-record the lines, and there's still gonna be old videos, like all the like the cinematic trailers and whatever, like
Yeah,
with
it's like you cannot erase that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, it's set in
It's
stone.
there.
Yeah, like I've said it before, but it's set in stone, and there are people who are still gonna call him McCree anyway, because that's how they knew McCree, the cowboy, um, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this is true. This is more likely rumors or anything like that, but I've heard Matt Mercer doesn't really give a shit, and I don't think he wants to like come back and just do McCree anymore or something like that, or I don't know. That's just like kind of word of mouth. Word of mouth. So I don't know if this is true, but Mercer sounds like doesn't want to do it. Doesn't want to go into do some lines for Blizzard. So especially with what's
I
going.
don't think Mercer wants to do anything right now with Blizzard because
Yeah.
one, he's already like doing stuff with Critical Role. So it's like again to that point, like it's like like I think Mercer would go back after Blizzard gets their shit together.
Maybe, yeah. That's a big maybe. Yeah, but who the hell knows what's gonna happen? But either way, it is not looking bright for Activision Blizzard, and yeah, it also makes me think like how many people are actually gonna get Vanguard now? Because for Call of Duty's new game, So I mean, it looks neat. I'll admit it. I'll admit that, like the graphics and everything. Yeah, but it's just like it's probably gonna be another over the top action campaign mode, right? As you would see with other Call of Duty games, and then the pretty much same old multiplayer. You know what I mean? So, but now with that Activision Blizzard sort of tag on there, so how many people are actually wanting to buy it because of the situation? So I'm probably not gonna get this Call of Duty this time around, just because I am trying to like save some money and also just try to just be a little more smart with it. And then I'm probably gonna play more like Battlefield and stuff like that anyway, because the new Battlefield is gonna be coming out by that time. So I mean, I guess it all depends with what the guys are wanting to play, but yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see. I think. Well, also, I think Halo's gonna come around too, like this Christmas. So, I mean, we'll get more into that later. But anyway, yeah. So, I'm pretty much just, yeah. I think they're gonna be done one way or the other. Like it. There's still gonna be a company later on, maybe, sure. I mean, they'll probably just pay it off because they have a lot of money, but yeah, people aren't just gonna be supportive as before. We got people like Asmongold and all the big like content creators just moving away from WoW. You know, so the popularity is definitely not gonna be the same with WoW. Who knows how the Diablo stuff is gonna go? You know. But yeah. Anything else you got before we move on?
It's kind of funny that all of this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, conspiracy theory. All of this went down once Big Daddy Jeff left Blizzard.
I mean, yeah, there's obviously a reason why he
Because
left.
when you think
yeah.
about it, like when Daddy Jeff left, everything went just
Downhill.
yeah, went downhill. It's like it's like
Yeah.
Big Daddy Jeff, do you want to say something?
He hasn't said anything. Yeah, I think he just really wants to get away from Blizzard because it's just a hollow shell of its former self. You know, doesn't want to talk about it. I mean, he's a director. It's not like he's not a higher up or anything like that. He's not like a CEO or nothing. So he did.
He was our face for Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about it.
Yeah, and of course the early days of WoW too. He was one of the old faces of Blizzard, man. I mean, and he's gone. So it's like that's another big chunk. And of course, Mr. McCree is gone too, which that was a namesake for, of course, Jesse McCree. And yeah, so there's that whole situation again. So yeah, like people are leaving. So one way or the other, they're not the same. They have not been the same, and they're definitely after this point, whenever it's over, or whenever it's settled, they're definitely not gonna be the same. It's definitely a terrible time to be part of Blizzard. So I wish the best of luck to all the employees, the workers. That hopefully they get what they deserve. Hopefully justice is served for them in their favor, of course. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it all just goes during holidays, man. So we'll have to see. Alrighty, that's it on that one. Let's get on going with the more juicier stuff. We definitely have a lot to talk about for fighting games, especially with KOF15. So we'll get to that later on. But anyway, I wanted to bring up this hashtag back real quick here that Maximilian has brought up. There was a video of him discussing about it. I'm not gonna really play it, but it's just a little, like a vehicle to talk about free Marvel vs. Capcom 2. There's been a lot of push from the fans, and not just the players, but the artists, the people who do all the mods and stuff like that. Like just anything relating to Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in general. Like there's just people around the players that really like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as well. Not just the competitive people, but everyone else, including, I'm sure, you, myself, and all the Marvel vs. Capcom fans. So there's been a lot of push. So I think it's been working, because Digital Eclipse has mentioned, I think, about looking into it, but there's no confirmation. Yeah, there's no confirmation just yet. Have you gathered about Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Or
nope, just seen a lot of good memes about it.
Memes and art and just projects,
Projects, and then also the whatchamacall. Well, I want it to happen. Don't get me wrong, but you gotta realize, look how much what's the word? Copyrights and stuff.
Licensing and
licensing they don't have to do. That's like a lot of flips and dips and Jesus Christ.
Right. It's certainly a hassle. There's a lot to go through, but it is certainly possible. So if you really, it's definitely possible. So there's already been enough push. It's just a matter of actually doing said action from the people who are holding the rights, and of course the developers, which is, I guess in this case, Digital Eclipse. But well, yeah, you know, again, hate to say it, but we'll have to see. We have to wait, and just time can only tell of what the result is going to be for this whole campaign. And I hope to see it come through, you know, and that could mean all the other like little Marvel's Capcom games or just versus Capcom games could come out, like Tatsunoko and stuff like that. That's a whole another thing too, you know. So
good luck trying to get Tatsunoko.
Right? Yeah. Who are?
I love that game, but
Yeah.
again, good luck.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like Tatsunoko's like completely out of touch or unaware of what's going on with the whole thing too. Like, you know, it was like kind of like a one time thing. Like, all right, yeah, it was cool, you know, but they're like, yeah, completely like unaware of it. Not, I mean, of course, not in a bad way or anything like that, but they're just like,
Yeah.
you know, focused on their animes and all that stuff. So don't blame them for it. Anyway,
I blame them.
anyway, let's move on to one little thing relating to Street Fighter. This involves with just something disgusting when it comes to playing Akira. So let me fire. Akira, yeah, Akira. Like
no, seriously, like someone at work was like, "Oh, I love Street Fighter 5." I was like, "Oh, who do you play?" Akira. I was like,
Akira.
I was like, are you talking about the card or Akira? Who's that?
Yeah.
Over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you hear me screaming and cursing.
All right. Well, I'm gonna play the clip. It's like 15 seconds.
Oh, that's too long.
Yeah.
Skip.
So did you just see what happened? he just like bounced, like he got hit, right? Like, hold up, it's so weird because like he got hit by the palm blast or whatever, but he bounced off of Daigo and then the yeah, it's just so weird.
This is illegal.
Yeah, like yeah, I've seen a lot of like disgusting stuff with the Daigo V trigger, but this is just weird.
It is, but again, this is illegal.
Yeah.
I want to see it be recreated, you know, in an actual match.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure pretty sure someone's gonna try to pull it off, and
Yeah, they'll try.
for sure. For sure. All right, now we can get into the new characters that are being announced for their respective fighting games. Starting with Melty Blood, we got another character announced, shown off. This time around, it's a little girl named Miyako Arima, who is the melee character or martial artist, as everyone's like using weapons and stuff like that. Aside from like Arcade or whatever, but she uses like Baji Quan, I believe, for the most part. So pretty cool. Who does she remind you of?
Useless girl.
Yes.
I mean, she's. I mean, she's not. No.
She's not
She was
useless.
in Babylon. No.
Well, I mean, if the face of a useless goddess, I get. I don't know.
Yeah. See, I was like, well, in Babylon, she wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, if you're, I thought you're gonna say Rin Tosaka is useless. I'm like, no, like, absolutely not. But yeah, if
She is. She is. Remember, Shiro asked her to record something.
Oh, you're talking about Carnival, Carnival Phantasm. Yeah, record something on
didn't
DVR.
honestly-
Yeah, she can't. Yeah, she can't use electronics. Yeah, because yeah, she's like too in tune in magic or whatever, so
Yeah.
she doesn't know anything about electronics.
And Archer was there to help.
And
she's
Arch,
like,
yeah.
oh, I got this. I got this.
Yeah, Archer's just trying to help. Like, yeah, he's basically like, you do all you have to do is just push the button. And she's like, no, I got this, right? And then she didn't even
She did. She got the recording.
but it was for the wrong show. Yeah.
It was just the wrong show.
I think it sounded like a magical girl like anime thing that was recorded instead of the UFC fight or whatever. Whatever he wanted to watch. But anyway, she reminds me at least of Rin Tosaka for sure with the hair and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, oops, clicked on the wrong thing here. There is the official website or web page about the character, along with everyone else. I'm just gonna read the first little part of oops. So, the eldest daughter of the Arima branch family who took Shiki in as a child. Currently in the 5th grade, she sees herself as Shiki's other sister. So, yeah.
The other sister from another mother, from another father.
Yeah. Although she was nowhere near the skill of a true martial artist, her abilities quickly flourish in the ensuing battles. Her destructive powers make it hard to believe she is only 11 years old. Oh, shoot. And then there's the video about it. Let's check it out. Yep, she got the big stomp as her super, so... So it looks like she got some things that Makoto has, and also, of course, with Yoon, because they both use Bajikwan. Makoto uses karate, but Makoto specifically because she has a grab reset setup of sorts, so as you can kind of see somewhere in the middle of the video, so... like that. You can grab them and then start a combo from there. But yeah, she looks cool. I like how she fights and stuff like that. Otherwise, though, super rush downy in your face. It's pretty cute, pretty adorable.
See, now we won't be able to see
unsee,
unsee Rin.
Yeah,
it's just like, wow, you're badass.
Yeah. Yep. So that is anime for you. Do you have any comments other than the Rin Tosaka shade?
She's a variant, right?
Yeah, right. Like a low-key variant. Yeah. I love.
Somehow, she's the variant of Rin.
Yeah, somehow.
So somewhere in the sacred timeline.
Yep. Okay, I do like how she fights. I don't know if I'll main her or anything like that, but she looks fun. She looks cool. Got the martial artist thing going on in comparison to other.
See, we all know how you're gonna play the maids.
Maids? Oh man, yeah. Because I don't really play public. Well, if you're talking about like the separate maids, maybe. if I were to pick, I think it would be what was it called? Oh, I think it's Kohaku. That's like the happy one. I think I'll play the happy one, because I think she's like more annoying to deal with, even though Hisui or the other maid has her own annoyances. But we'll see. We'll definitely see about that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a main though to like gravitate towards for right now. Maybe CL, maybe Arcade. Maybe. Oh yeah, there's Kohaku. Okay, so yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you're gonna play CL because you like them priests and priestesses from.
Well, I like her short blue hair. I mean,
You like carrying the daggers.
yes, I guess.
And now that I look at it from Koma's character, he's fuck, what's his name?
Kotomine.
He was Caster.
Oh,
He's the one that was super obsessed with John of the Arc.
Yeah. Gillis or whatever.
Yeah, Gillis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just make his eyes buggy and then that's it. That's
yeah, he's basically Muscular Gillis or whatever his name is. Jonu. Jonu. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck is?
Dude, that whole introduction scene with Gillis when he was first summoned in Zero. Oh man, that was fucked up.
I got scared and I was like, please kill this guy.
Yeah.
He's scaring the kids. Please kill him.
I mean, I guess you can say that in a very literal sense. Let's put it that way. And he gets summoned by like one of the biggest pieces of shit of all people, right? So there you go. It's like a very fitting combination.
I mean, when you say it like that, that master did not deserve Rider. Medusa.
Oh, yeah.
He did not deserve.
Well, technically, he's not a true. He's a pseudo. He's like a fake. Well, it's a spoiler, but spoiler if you really want to dig into it. But he's a fake master of Rider, technically.
Yeah.
Technically, and I'm not gonna reveal who the true master is.
Yeah, technically, but
yeah.
Still, he just treated her.
Oh yeah, he treated her like a. Yeah, he's a piece of shit, and at least in the main Fate series.
In the main timeline.
Yeah, there's like other variants of Shinji, and yeah.
See, now we're not gonna drop that fucking word anymore. Thanks, Loki.
Yeah. Variants, timelines, multiverse, you name it.
Multiverse.
Well, let's dabble into another universe called Nickelodeon, because we're back for more All-Star Brawl. And this is this the link? I think so.
Is it the wink?
This might be something. Oh shoot, I think I jumped ahead of myself, but there was a whole thread with like all the confirmed characters so far. Oh yeah, so there we go. So there's all the artwork for like the confirmed characters so far. So we have like SpongeBob, Invader Zim, yeah, and then Sandy Cheeks.
Okay, back to Sandy Cheeks.
Yes.
I know from what I've heard there's no voice lines for now.
For now, yeah.
Grunts and like stuff. But if Sandy Cheeks goes against Patrick and she punches him, and they do have voice lines, I better hear her say, "Who's Dirty Dad?"
Yeah.
I'll be like, yes.
Of course. Or I want to hear from Patrick. Who needs double Texas?
Texas.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be cool. But yeah, I do notice that too. That there's no voices so far. But I think they gotta have voices though. I mean, it's gotta, right? Yeah, it'd be weird. It'd be weird not hearing them. But we'll see. Anyway, there's Power Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy, Reptar. I do want to try to main him. Leo, Nigel Archibald Thornberry. I actually never knew his full name. Mikey from Ninja Turtles, of course. Danny Phantom, Lincoln Loud, Helga G. Bataki from Hey Arnold, Oblina from All Real Monsters, Patrick, of course, Patrick Star. And then we have the new characters. We have the new characters that were revealed very recently, which is CatDog, which was one of the obvious ones from the silhouette that you see on the cover. But also there is April O'Neil from the Ninja Turtles. So rather than the next set of Turtles, we see April O'Neil first. And it's funny because there's another Ninja Turtles game that involves with the Turtles beating up bad guys in a beat 'em up game, like that arcade style, like Turtles in Time. But they also revealed April O'Neil to be playable, which has some controversy and stuff like that. But anyway, here she is definitely present as well in All-Star Brawl. And now we can definitely check out the trailers, starting with April O'Neil. So here we go, right here.
What you waiting for?
There's a move that that one.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
That thing is so weird.
Yeah. April, I have to say, kind of animates a little weird, a little stiff. Although she has the camera flashes like Frank West a little bit. She kind of vaguely reminds me of Wii Fit Trainer for some reason. Like the move, like the sort of that stiffness, especially one of her like attacks. She does the Wii Fit Trainer forward smash, I think, somewhere. It looked like it.
Maybe that's how they're making this game. Just borrowing assets.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, see that's that move. It kind of reminds me of the lunge. Yeah, there you go. See, there you go. That's a perfect frame right there.
Maybe because borrowing assets from Smash.
No, I mean, well, they're taking the whole format in the first place. So I mean,
like borrowing the actual, like
models.
Tweak it.
Oh God.
It's not like I ever dabbled into that when I used to play Mugen.
Yeah. Oh God.
Shifty eyes.
Shifty eyes. Yeah. Yeah. It's not like.
Holy crap! I just noticed. Look how freaking small her waist is.
Oh yeah. She's got that pencil waist. Yeah. She's like a Barbie doll. She kind of looks like she kind of does look like a doll here, like in this shot especially.
That is not an hourglass shape. That is like, help me. I need to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, she got. Oh my God, that kick. Yeah, this looks so weird.
That kick is gonna throw me off.
That's so weird. What is that anyway? It's like a.
Okay, see the kick. It spreads, but then when she clicks, is that supposed to be a spike?
I don't know. Yeah, is that supposed to be another attack, like part 2 of the attack? I'm not too sure.
Pot dude.
Yeah, there's that forward smash looking attack, but with the microphone or whatever. Yeah, because she's a reporter.
Wait, it's cat. Yeah, he's choking dog when they're falling.
Oh yeah, like do something.
This is your fault.
Oh, I didn't even notice. She has a anti-projectile move. Like she can reflect stuff.
She has what's it called? It's boom tubes, right?
The boom mic, the boom arm, shotgun boom mic thing, camera, like the big old camera. She just does it.
Jesus Christ, that was I want to say that's their side smash CatDog, because look how big that range is. But I bet you the hitbox is bad.
That looks like a aerial to me. She has a pretty standard well, other than that one, but
it is a spike.
Is it a spike? Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Well,
yeah, it is a spike. Yeah, she did spike them. Oh my God, that's gonna be fucked up. Because look how
it's 1 and then 2.
Yeah, it is. Look how wide that spike is then.
Jesus Christ! Sniff it.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's gonna be fucked up for edge guarding. And he's got the
postman.
Yep.
Call the police.
Yeah. Kind of want to see what the deal is with the camera flashes. But anyway, she's a little stiff. Makes me kind of worried about the more human characters, because like, you know, we have Aang and Korra coming, so I want to see how they would.
That was pronounced Aang.
Ong. Ong, yeah. According to M. Night Shyamalan, yeah, it is. So now we have CatDog, which is I think it's the same music, so I don't think we need to really play it. Let me see. Hold on. Oops. Oh, it's just normal play speed. We did this. Yeah. Buff dog. Fire hydrant.
Look, he is choking him. He's like, do something.
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah. He's gonna be annoying to fight, I'm sure. Because it looks like he can, like, just attack both sides pretty easily. He kind of, you know what's funny? He kind of may play like Gil, you know, from Street Fighter, because, like, you know, he has like his red side, like the fire side, and his ice side. But here you have cat side and then dog side. So it's kind of funny of how that would work. But he actually animates pretty well in comparison to someone like, you know, April, because, like, you know, cartoony character. And this developer, or these developers, are kind of specializing in, like, animal type of characters. Like
okay, that screenshot, my dear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before we get to that, though.
Yeah.
But look at that. You got the buff dog. Oh, he got clapped. He literally got clapped by Nigel.
Smashing.
Yeah. That aerial is gonna be pretty annoying to deal with, I'm sure.
Aerial hitbox lasted a long time.
It's pretty active looking, yeah. Look at that.
Jesus
Boo, boo. Yeah, see, look at that.
Pink, pink.
Yeah, that's like Dr. Mara's neutral aerial. Neutral air. A little bit. Look at that, even the choking is like a special move. And then you have the fire hydrant. Yes, yeah, they look oddly good.
It's wrong.
Look at that, and then there's that. Oh, but look at that though. That aerial is not active in the middle, so you can, like, just literally go through the middle of them, and okay, that's like pretty bad in a way. Look at that. It looks so weird. Oh, but dude, that looks so bad though on Danny too. What's going on with these attacks? Because it looks like that's like his up smash, and didn't even hit him. Like, look. Oh my god. Like, are they invincible or something?
It's the delay netcode. It's not in there yet.
Oh no. This is gonna be
They're using Nintendo like stuff.
Oh yeah. Netcode, yeah, Nintendo stuff. Yeah, that looks some goofy shit. This is gonna be some jank ass Smash game. Look at that. Just whips right through CatDog, and then boom, it just gets punished for it. It's just so funny to see Cat grabbing the ledge like that. Oh, there's Reptar a little bit. Oh, look at that. You can, like, juggle people. Oh, look at that. You got a little combo right there. You got a little jab to a smash combo. Look at that. You can literally combo both sides, potentially. It's so funny that just choking is just an actual attack. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be pretty good coverage, unless you're, like, right in the middle of CatDog. That one aerial that they keep seeing. What the hell is that? Is it like a backpack or some shit? I don't know what that is. you got the little rail car thing. Dash attack, off the ground. Yeah, I think the it's funny. I think that one moment, yeah, with Danny Phantom and CatDog is like the most telling thing out of this whole like trailer. Because first off, again, goes right through the middle of them during the middle of the aerial of CatDog. But then Danny's up smash just whips right through CatDog. It's so bad. Like there has to be some invincibility, I guess, with this aerial. So it looks like this aerial is gonna be really good. It looks like. That's what I want to say. Unless Danny Phantom's like hitbox is like really stupid or something. But anyway, so there's CatDog. Do you have any more comments about CatDog?
The memes begin.
Yeah, the buff dog thing is another funny part too. Reminds me of like kind of like Leo's I think was it his like his one of his anti-airs. I forget what it was. It was like one of his command normals in Strive. In a way. And then also Grand Blue Fantasy Versus with Sora's like he has that random button that he's buff to block stuff. Yeah, overall though, I mean, I don't expect like AAA production values on this, but I think I hope this to be fun, and hopefully the online is gonna be fun too. And we're not like, you know, overhyping ourselves just because like we want that like Smash substitute to be a good online, you know, and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. Another interesting thing too, that Lucy character has a coffin thing that blocks attacks. Yeah, look at that. And then she just comes out unscathed, it looks like. Huh.
I don't know. When is this game supposed to come out?
I forget. It just says 2021. There's no actual.
Okay, so let's say it's a holiday release.
Yeah.
To be on the safe side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, this game does not look polished.
Oh no, like I said, there's like I don't expect AAA production value with this.
Yeah, I don't expect it either. But still,
it already looks jank as is. I mean, but we have to feel the gameplay. I think that's like the thing about this whole thing. I wonder what's gonna be like the banned stages and like tournaments. You know what I mean? Like or just like the legal stages, tournament legal stages. Everything is illegal. You can't play this game. I wonder if that's an up smash or not. That the one with the box. But yeah, I just keep thinking about that whole part with Danny Phantom. It's just so jank. Look at that. Jumps to the middle. Danny up smash completely whiffs and gets punished for it. Anyway. That's all I got. Other than, I mean, CatDog cool. You know, I used to watch the show. Who was the blue dude? I always forget that blue dude's name. It's like
the mouse.
The mouse looking. Yeah, the blue. I guess he's a mouse. It's like like Sniz or something like that, or Snaz.
Schnitzel.
What's his name?
It's not Schnitzel. Schnitzel's from Chowder.
Oh, okay.
His name is Winslow T. Oddfellow.
Oh, Winslow. Okay. Oh,
Other names is Rat Boy, Rodent, Blue Rat.
Oh.
So we were right on the money. Why didn't you dodge?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all we got. I hope it for be like just janky, goofy fun with good online netcode. That's all I can ask for, I guess.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, yeah, we did get Jacko come out along with the patch notes, but
Which one of us had a
yes, we had that earlier. We had that incident
we
earlier.
had a revelation.
Yes, we have a revelation of sorts. Yeah. Somebody did not buy the right thing. Let's just put
Shut
it
the fuck up. Shut the hell up.
Oh man, that was funny. I mean, it happens. It happens.
It's like, I got this.
Like at least you didn't buy the pass twice or something like that. Or I don't know.
How that would work though.
I mean, like there could be like, oh, the season pass with like, oh, this shit, and then like the complete season pass or something like that. I don't know, like the bundle or whatever. Like at least you didn't buy the game twice or something. I don't know. You didn't buy the standard edition and the deluxe edition by accident on the same system. Anyway, along with Jacko, we had a big not a big patch, but a significant patch, let's just say, because this is supposed to be part 1. But before we get to the character specific patches, they did address some things, but they also mentioned some of the things that they acknowledged. Starting with, let's see. Well, I mean, there's some of the weird wall break bugs, I guess. Adjusted the BGM volume for some songs, such as battle themes from previous games. Fix some errors in certain in-game texts. And then there's a major confirmed issue that they've acknowledged. Network features are completely inaccessible under certain play environments. We are continuing to look into and addressing this issue. So at least they are making it clear that they know what's going on. Oh no, trust me. No.
They're just reading the forums and going like, okay, which is the one thing that they're bitching about? Ah, shit.
Oh, excuse me, they're not Blizzard, so they're not Blizzard, so they know what that's going. They definitely know what's going on for sure.
Lies in your house of God.
Well, that's all on Blizzard. Anyway, so
yeah.
We
can skip Soul Bad Guy because no one cares.
What do you mean no one cares? Everyone cared about Soul Bad Guy, obviously, because
I didn't.
Oh, really? Wait, so you're okay with how fucked up he was? Like, how much privilege?
Yes, because you know why? When we were playing, none of us, or wait, I think someone was playing Soul, but
Josh was playing Soul. Afro played Soul.
See, I never played against them. I only played you, Aka, and.
Oh, so you're playing the whole like what do you call it?
It never happened to me.
It happened to me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're playing that bubble.
I'm putting that card right.
You're playing that card. Like, it's like that people with Cyberpunk, like, oh, it never happened to me, so the game is fine for me. Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know where you get bugs and glitches.
But not so much everyone else. Like, he obviously did a lot of damage. He had a lot of privilege and stuff like that. So a lot of his stuff has more knockback, some reduced knockback for his crouching K, for example, but a lot of his attacks have increased knockback, whatever that means. That could mean to me, like, he can still do the same thing, but in less situations. I think that's the goal of Soul, because, obviously, Soul is fun. I can definitely see that. And so it would suck if you just take away his combos, just because people were complaining about them. No, I think they're trying to maintain Soul, but just don't make him as crazy. So I think that's a better way to go about it. But hopefully it'll turn out for the better, I guess. But yeah, so you can definitely see like greatly increased knockback, Grounded Volcanic Viper, the Slash version, is extended active time, increased time spent in the air. So I guess you could like kind of float with it, I guess, a little bit. Wild Throw is now you can follow it up with a Roman cancel. Increased positive frames on hit, and then stuff like that. Well, let's go to Potemkin.
Axel, I was gonna say Axel got a lovely, was touched lovely.
How so?
The attack, because most of his like the snail, the one that they actually touched, it was really like you had to go like, eh. But now it's like, yeah. So I was like, oh god,
Oh, so they
my
made it.
friend's gonna love this.
So they buffed it.
Yeah, they
Okay.
buffed it. Spent the attack startup, so I'm like, oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
you gave him like something
Okay.
to, and also that you can uh, do a ground hit with it now. So
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
Which now when you think about it, he should have been able to do it since he has the sickle and chain
Mm-hmm.
to do it. But I guess not. I guess now.
I guess now, yeah.
Let's go. Let's go to our baby,
Okay, of course, yeah.
or
So-
or see daddy.
Well, no, he's
Baby for
big-
you, daddy for me. There we go.
Big Daddy. Anyway, Potemkin definitely got buffs overall, but like just with 3, I guess. So
Just
yeah, but 2 of them major, and then one is like okay. The most major one for me anyway is forward K, reduced cover. That means you can definitely now use it safely when you're at mid range. Not of course up close, obviously, but when you use it from a little far away, when they block it, he has reduced recovery, meaning that he can get away with it a lot better. And then his heat knuckle, when people block it, now he gets more meter, and then also they get more risk when they block it. So that's pretty cool. So it's a little more rewarding that way, I guess. Even if you don't land the heat knuckle, like you put him to the situation where normally Potemkin can't really, because he's a grappler, and so if you make the person jump, that's like a reward for you. That should be more rewarding for making them jump, because obviously you don't want to get grabbed. You've put in the work and stuff like that. So obviously heat knuckle, that's pretty cool. I like the change or the additions that they gave to him. So it gives more merit to for his ground to air sort of range, I guess you can say, or capabilities. But it's kind of like the whole 4K thing. I think this was kind of like addressing what I was wishing for, except it was with Hammerfall. That's the full screen fucking charge with the 2 fists coming together. I wish for that to be safe, but it is full screen. It's like taking a risk of like, yeah, I'm gonna go across the screen, come right at you in your face. And yeah,
pretty much you're choo-choo trained by that point.
Yeah, and then if you're hitting a button, you're fucked. Potentially. But if you do block it, okay, yeah, you probably should be rewarded for that. I mean, and of course that's the Potemkin player's fault for doing it at the wrong time. But with forward K, I think that's fair. There was less utility with that button. I like hardly use it. Potentially for me, especially for me, and I hardly see anyone do it anyway. So now that it has reduced recovery, there you go. I mean, you can definitely throw it out a little more, as long as you're mid range, not up close. So I mean, I know this is not much, but what did you think of Potemkin's overall buffs?
Yep.
It's pretty fair, right?
It's fair.
Yeah.
It's just for me as a standpoint for Potemkin, I know he's big man, but they could have just raised his walking speed just a little.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. We'll see, like, cause as more and more characters come into the thing, some characters may need to be updated so that way they don't fall behind or get power creeped, essentially. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see, because this is only part 1. We'll see what they do with part 2 with Potemkin.
Part 2.
Part 2. But overall though, I do like the approach that they're taking with this patch. They're trying to buff everyone and not, or just at least normalize some of the characters. I mean, here's Faust with some interesting changes, but I guess, like you said, he needs a little more oomph, I guess.
Not a big oomph, just like, oh.
Like what is it that you want to see for sure from Faust? Like, is it a certain button? Is it a certain like thing or tool? I guess, or anything.
I guess no, that would take away about the randomness. I guess with Faust, it's just kind of a little bit because there was one time what was it? His fork, whatever circle is.
Oh, heavy slash.
Yeah, heavy slash.
Okay.
There was a time I tried to stab somebody.
At
the tip was like this. They didn't get hit, and I was like,
oh,
but the tip,
right.
Tip you.
Yeah. I mean, that's like, that's just like fighting games though. Like sometimes, it's not always the same, or not the exact tip of the character's like portrait or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, some characters get that privilege. Like, you know, if we're talking about Street Fighter, Alex is crouching MP or medium punch. The very tip of his fingers still hit. But you can't convert it into like any combo. So I guess that's the price for it. It's a good poking tool. You know what I mean? So I guess he doesn't get that privilege just because like he does have some good reach already with like some of his other attacks. I think. Yeah. So I guess there's that. But okay. I think I see where you're coming from though.
Overall, like, to me, this is a good start.
Yeah,
as you said, part one.
Yeah.
Good start.
We
just gotta wait for like part two, and then that's when people can actually
say
something.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't want to say anything, then it'll be like, okay.
Yeah. Apparently, bone crushing excitement causes wall break now on hit, of course. Yep. Which one is that? Do you remember?
It's been so long.
Is that? That's not the wheelchair one, is it?
Oh no, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay. So that causes a wall break. Okay.
But I never use it like at the wall. To be honest, I always did it like mid range.
Yeah, but now I guess you can have a little more a utility with that move if you want to do a wall, good damaging wall break. And plus, you get meter back anyway, so you might as well spend that meter. I'd say, but yeah, overall, Faust got some interesting stuff. Leo has been sort of talk of the town because he was already pretty good. It's just that people didn't know how to sort of deal with him or something like that. But he just got buffed. Like his back stance or the Brynhilder stance. It says that Leo now moves forward towards the opponent with the dash button, and also increase his options during Brynhilder stance, making it easier to open up the opponent's defense. Yeah, so I guess his dash button, or when he hit his dash button, he moves back instead of forward. So I guess they fixed that now. So I actually didn't notice that because I didn't play Leo too much. I only like fucked around with him like a little bit, so I wouldn't know. The kick during Brynhilder's stance can be now dashed or jump canceled. Oh wow, that's pretty interesting. Nagaryu. Oh, sorry, you're gonna say something?
No. Yeah, broken.
Oh, broken. Yeah. Yeah, cause like, funny you kind of say that, cause there was a video with Leo, and basically now because of you can dash cancel with the kick, you can pretty much like schmix a lot of people with the kick. Like you can just go literally back and forth, like all the other people's side and stuff like that, back and forth, side to side, and just put them in the blender. I think. I don't know if it's real, but it looks stupid if it's a thing, like an actual thing. Of course, yeah, Nagaryuki. Giovanna got pretty much nothing. Looks like, yeah, sped up her forward punch or forward P. I mean, it could be significant. I don't play Giovanna, so I wouldn't know.
I know we gotta ask who?
Well, I know Zeno for sure. I know what's his face? Afro. I think Afro plays with 2, but not
Yeah, I know
as much. Afro and
right?
Fakare, yeah.
Faka,
He's
yeah,
he's
they
played around.
dabble.
Yeah, they dabble a lot with a lot of the characters. Anji got changes too, but is this I don't know if he is he better? Like, is it significantly better, or just like kind of better, but still like not so much? I guess I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
I haven't touched yet.
I have not touched Anji either, so I wouldn't know. But it looks like Ino got better though, like in general, because her
Ender must be happy. Right?
yeah, right, because her dash speed is faster, like the floating dash. It's kind of like Morgan's dash, like so you go up, kind of, and then so that got faster. Sped up her standing heavy slash, sped up the attack startup. Reduced knockback on the crouching kick, and so on and so forth. Ultimate Fortissimo has increased forward movement now, I guess, so sounds pretty good, maybe. Aerial Dust adjusted the hit effect on grounded opponents, increased time allowed for the follow-up attacks, so it makes it a little easier, I guess, to follow up stuff. So yeah, she definitely got buffed for sure. And then Go Lewis. Definitely got changes too. It looks like they're more like fixes. I mean, Down with the System got a fix with the wall break bug, I guess. And then 4P has a sped up startup, so that's faster. Hit effect now changes to the Skyfish, which is the Gatling gun. Now it changes depending on the security level when it comes to hit effects. So that's okay. That's interesting. Dust attack adjusted landing recovery after the finishing blow hits to match other characters. Okay, so that might have been a fix, from what it sounds like. All right. But yeah, overall, you know, everyone's got a buff of sorts or adjustment. Looks like they didn't like destroy Soul Bad Guy at all. Just a little less situations for some combos, I guess, but you can still do the same combos, I think. Well, I guess we'll see over time. Oh, looks like May's far standing slash and decreased lower hitbox. Oh, so it looks like it won't hit crouching opponents for sure now. And then the hurt box, okay. I see. But yeah, I think what was it? Was it far standing slash for Soul? It was one of his attacks. Like now, it won't hit a crouching Faust for sure. Was it forward slash? I think it was, maybe. Because I think it did previously, but now it won't. So that's like maybe a little easier on the Faust Soul matchup. Maybe. But yeah, overall, I like this approach of patching characters, mostly buffs. For the most part, no harsh any nerfs. This is only part 1 too, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I'm glad that they didn't touch Potemkin's Garuda Impact because he really needs it. Honestly, it's pretty messed up though. But I think he
see, now that you said that, because they're listening and they're like, oh, okay,
yeah.
I'll start next to this. We gotta do this.
Yeah. I think my only thing with Potemkin, what was it? I had something, but maybe do something about his was it crouching heavy slash? Cause yeah, I don't know. I wish for it to like, I don't know. be a little better neutral. I don't know. Definitely like not be unsafe, because I think it is unsafe on block. But then again, I don't know. I'm like trying to nitpick at things, but honestly, I think Potemkin's pretty good where he is right now, especially with the forward kick getting a little better. And then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, his heat knuckle rewarding is better, so I think that's pretty good. Other than that, I think the biggest fix though still is the lobby system, and of course they're well aware of it. They're gonna work on it over time. Hopefully, we'll get there for Strive to be just playable at that point. You know, to be or accessible, I should say, accessible to just start a lobby, get matches in, and we have a fun time. But for right now, we got sorry?
They ain't gonna fix the lobby.
Oh, I hope they do. Oh, well, apparently there's reduced input delay for PlayStation 4 Pro and PS5. Okay, that's pretty cool too. By like, what, 1 or 2?
Yeah, see?
So that's not a lie then, but it's just like a very really like cheap cop out. like oh yeah,
we fixed it. It's like, no, you didn't. You didn't do nothing. Yes, we did.
Just by one. I mean, for the competitors, it's significant, but you know how they be, especially like Chris G or something. But anyway, let's now go to a big part of the fighting game news because of KOFXV during Gamescom. Got a big dump of news. Like, it's just dumps and dumps of information in comparison to before, I believe, or at least I would say in comparison. So we got this big trailer. Let's check it out.
Shatter all expectations.
It has already.
やっぱり都会はすごいね。
お前も大盛り頑張れよ。
ヘッドフォン野郎を倒せるってなんだっていいんだ。
キングオブファイターズの開催が発表されました。
いきなりなんだよお前。
チャンネルはそのままで。
いいか、私はな。リーダーは私だからな。
Such a weird editing on the beginning, I would say.
It was.
Because like, sorry, I'm being nitpicky as an editor. It's like, okay, so you have Shune and his friend made Tenkun just talking, and meanwhile in the back, randomly in the background, we have Benimaru and Kyo just talking, like okay, and we just jump to Kyo just talking, like it doesn't even like connect all that well, and then suddenly we have a new character, like wait, what?
Yeah, you think when Kyo was like gonna turn to the side, it's Benimaru, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden it's like, no,
New character.
this chick is like, who are you?
Yeah, and she has the same floaty hands too, so it's like so it maybe like they come from the same school or something like that, or same like discipline or something like that, or they have like similar abilities somehow. And then randomly we see Yashio and his team, and then we go back to here, like okay. And then okay, they get into this little argument, right? And then we just jump to here, like what is happening? Like
Again, it's just shadow expectations.
yeah, I guess so, right?
You were expecting a good, like cut
Yeah,
video,
yeah,
but nope.
yeah. And then listen to the dialogue too. It's like the same thing. Like what is going on here? And then we have a new character like right there too. Like what is going on? Like who is she? You know?
That's Raven from Tekken.
Raven? Oh, Master Raven?
Yep, that's a variant of her.
Yeah, variant. Oh boy. Like just suddenly like it's just so weird. It's so weird to me. I'm sorry. Anyway, there's the rest of the video coming. Nice callback on the legacy.
KOF15!
Didn't.
OFK 15.
39 fighters get in the ring! Are you ready? Okay, come
It's
on!
kind of small.
Not really. It's like a pretty decent size because that's how it was with 13, and then 50 was just like I think it was just spoiled too. It was like spoiling too much. I feel because it was like what 50 or something like that, around there.
Characters that define the series!
Because if we didn't include them, we would be
Return from the grave!
our next incomplete. Same with the favorites.
Characters key to the unfolding events!
And then there's Ash.
That's
And heroes from
That's
Ash doesn't. This Ash doesn't have a cowboy hat,
KOF
yelling Bob every 5 minutes.
or Pikachu being a bad trainer.
Jesus Christ, something is wrong with his mouth.
Ash's mouth. He's got
the lips.
he's got very kissable lips, man. What are you talking about?
It looks like he went into the Botox.
Yeah,
like,
it looks like Botox. Yeah, it definitely looks like Botox. But
and then they were like injecting, and then all of a sudden it was like KO 15. I'm going to go.
yeah,
It just ran out, and the doctor's like,
yeah, they didn't complete the procedure.
just like,
Yeah, we're supposed to inject this other one so it doesn't swell too bad. No, I don't know how Botox works, but
The doctor's like, oh, okay.
all right. It's gonna hurt when you get punched in the face, but all right.
The lips gonna look fucked up, but it's not our fault.
Yeah. But anyway, Ash got big old lips, and looks kind of JoJo-ish.
Saga's return for KOF
K, right? That's the one next to Ash.
That's K, yeah. K Dash. K Dash is in there.
Kaddish. Kaddish?
Kaddish, yeah, Kaddish.
That's how you pronounce it, right?
Kaddish, yeah. Yep, and there's the
Okay, so the UI for the character select, it looks, well, to me, it looks clean and organized.
it's very, very simple and very straightforward.
And if you look, they're all teams are together. They're
Yes,
not like,
it's like organized by
they're not
teams.
like King of Dinosaurs is like on one side, and
Yeah.
his other teammates are like
Yeah, yeah. This,
over there.
Yeah, it's
so
not-
you're like scrolling like where the
they didn't do the
Are
Smash.
they?
Yeah, they didn't do the Smash Ultimate where the roster for some fucking reason is the same order as their announcements or whatever. So it's like, okay, like when were they announced? Oh, I have to look up that. Anyway, it's very, very organized. It makes sense and it's very clean.
Some returns. New visuals and gameplay systems deliver a new level of speed and excitement.
Oops, sorry.
Shatter Strike defends against
And then now we get the explanation of the mechanics. Like the Shatter Strike is pretty much a focus attack.
enemy attack.
So it's a universal counter, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. And then and also yeah, it takes half a meter.
Shatter Strike defends
I like the UI too because I like these little like notches right here. You kind of like get an idea like, oh, like what's half, or what's like like a little smidge, or what's a third, or you know what I mean.
The meter reminds me of old school racing games. You know, like
Oh yeah.
counters
like the
enemy
way the 4 and the 5 looks is like that's your speed
Or like yeah, like your gears.
or your gear.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm in gear 4.
Yeah.
Oh, going back to gear 3. Oh, gear 5. Oh, I'm Luffy level.
Yeah, yeah. And then like the yellow part is like the turbo or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the blue is your Nitros.
Yeah, the nitrous. Yeah, nitrous.
potential.
I see.
What was the yellow?
So the yellow thing,
Unleashes your
I think that's just the EX special moves. because in max mode, you're allowed to spend as much EX specials as the time is given to you.
Against and counters enemy attacks.
So that's the whole point of max mode.
Max mode
Punish.
unleashes your offensive potential. Max mode quick cancels attacks.
And then there's a Roman cancel.
Execute rush combos with simple button presses.
Auto combo.
Special moves raise the fight to even higher.
Yep, and then the EXs are pretty big because from what I've heard, you weren't allowed to use EX specials unless you are in max mode. So, but now you can just do them like willy-nilly. So that's pretty big.
Special moves raise the fight to even higher levels of high. The most comprehensive battle system in KOF.
And there's the climax super special moves. Bit of a mouth.
CSSM.
Yeah.
History is here.
Can you just say climax move?
Yeah. The climax. Yeah.
Unravel the mysteries of the ongoing KOF saga in story mode.
It kind of reminds me of like, yeah, it's like a night.
This is my daddy.
Yeah.
KOF tournament.
It's like a 90s/2000s like commercial or something, or promotion video. I like it.
Intertwine as the Earth heads towards destruction.
With the voice and everything.
A climax beyond all expectation
When
awaits.
you walk away.
Yeah, I know. Riku! Is that you?
A climax.
Riku.
Riku.
What the fuck, Kairi? Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
My eyes are only for
It's
Riku.
basically Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura.
Rollback netcode empowers fighters to
Anyway, this is like one of the most important parts for KOF fans because they pretty much confirmed rollback netcode, empowering players. Pretty much.
their skills to the next level.
We heard your cries for rollback netcode,
Yep.
so we're going to not do it.
Yeah, we're gonna roll back on delay-based netcode. That'd be so fucked up.
A climax beyond
Well, I mean, again, they said shadow expectations.
Rollback netcode empowers fighters to take their skills to the next level.
Yep.
Choose how you want to play.
Rollback netcode, is it gonna be good? No.
Yeah. That's the big $1 million question: is it actually good rollback netcode?
Next level.
Because Street Fighter 5, people forget that it actually does have rollback netcode, but it was shitty rollback netcode, so that's why people didn't care about it. So.
It'd be so funny. It's like, rollback netcode implemented. Do you have Spectrum? Well, sucks to be you.
Yeah, you need to have Google Fiber to get the most out of.
I know. It's like in like fine print.
Yeah.
Rollback netcode only good with.
I know only fiber optic internet will. Yeah,
will work. It's like what?
yeah, like so like only areas like Texas and like some other like random cities and shit like can get the best out of KOF 15.
Do you live in the U.S.? Yes. Well, sucks to be you. Do you live in Korea? Well, your netcode's gonna be pretty good.
I think funny enough, it is really popular in Korea and China. So they would if that was true, yeah, they'd probably get the best out of it. But anyway, a lot of modes for online. So we have ranked, casual, room match, which is very important. Online training, which is very important as well. Replays, online profiles, leaderboards, but yeah, hopefully the lobby system will be just straightforward and functional, like you would see in like MVCR or something like that. And plus the online training, it does sound really nice for a lot of people, right? Especially with the pandemic going on. So very good on them.
Choose how you want to play with a variety of battle modes. In draft versus mode, the battle
Look at
starts
all
from
these
their
modes that you're not gonna fucking play.
Or
Tell me I'm wrong.
mode, the
they won't function, then we won't fix them later on.
character selection.
Yeah, there we go. That's a perfect frame, pretty much. So you can like definitely see the roster of what it's going to look like in the future. So we definitely see the new character. I'll just put this full screen. We see the new character on the very right with her team still unknown. K-Dash's team unknown as well. but he's in the game. And then the one completely blank team still. I think that's the Korean team. I want to say that's like Kim and like two other people. I do want to say, and then of course there's Ash's team, which makes me wonder. Maybe a certain person on the cover will be on Ash's team, but we'll get to that in a bit.
The training where you will be here 85% of the time.
Trial mode, which is something for the content creators.
Features character artwork and sound clips, as well as a special animated short by world-renowned director Masami Obari.
This is pretty cool too, because for those who are big fans of like Gundam and stuff like that, or like just 90s anime, this guy was like a legend. So, are you familiar with Mr. Obari? Yes.
Yeah, once you said Gundam. Now see, you're putting my expectation high.
Yeah.
That is your fucking Gundam flying around.
Oh god.
Show.
Like,
and if I don't, I'm gonna be like, kill this man.
Yeah. It looks like he even managed to make like someone like Shune look pretty cool, fucking cool. Like he looks like he definitely looks like something like out of like the 90s or something, like some 90s anime or some shit. And if I was like 12 years old or something like that, I would find this character like really cool, and not so much like this guy's like a mess. Like you know, his character design is kind of all over the place. You know what I mean? Well, let's be real though. If we were seeing this in the 90s, this guy would have been pretty cool, but not so much right now. But anyway, Obari is back for KOF because he did the KOF movie or animated movie, which you can definitely tell by the art style, you know, back in the day. You kind of still see here. You definitely still see like that Obari sort of touch to it, which is very nice.
I'm gonna make this joke-looking of a character into something awesome.
Yeah, you can kind of see what Terry's face with that like style that Obari had, especially back in the day. But
it's like it never left him.
Yeah, never left pretty much. Obviously, there's gonna be some nuances of like the new modern style. Like if you look at Mai, for example, he kind of looks more like that modern sort of anime girl, sort of.
Me
but
pointy.
Me pointy, yeah. And then
it's like, no, it's Nippon Ichi. It's like, no, it's me pointy.
Me pointy, yeah. And then yeah, you see Kyo right there and Yori.
Yeah.
Yep.
The boyfriends.
Yep. Yeah, this is pretty sick though. I kind of like to check it out as someone who is a big fan of like 90s stuff just in general. Yeah, and Obari was like really happy from what I sound like too, because he was like showing off all the art for so far. Like I think he even has like a concept for like Ash or something like that. Concept art. And then we have a DJ station, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of songs in there, kind of like Smash Ultimate with their soundtracks.
Put on your favorite track while you bust some heads.
Where you bust some heads?
What are your favorite tracks? Yodeling in the...
Oh, yodeling in medals.
Medals is in here?
Wait a minute.
What?
Huh?
You hear the announcer, what?
I mean, hey, it'd be a good collaboration with Tekken and KOF. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, but see what... Then you gotta ask yourself, would that song really match in KOF?
Maybe. If they're in the metal field, yeah. But check out this like cover art. Holy shit, this looks pretty sick. And there's already a character reveal right there, which is Hydern. Like, whoa, where did Hydern come from? Hello, you know. And of course we have the I'm just gonna say Splatoon Girl because a lot of people have been saying Splatoon Girl because of paint splat. It looks
like she does not want to be there.
Not really. No, no. K doesn't look like he doesn't give a shit. He's just not.
Well, that's K. Everything you see about K is like, hi, K. Yeah, maybe. No.
No. Yeah.
And that's just like, I shouldn't have left the Botox.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I really actually do really like the design of this new character right here. This one looks pretty cool. The one with the glasses. She may be like a sub boss character, like Antonov was in 14, possibly. But if you go back on, well, we'll do that later, but in a bit. We'll go back in a bit.
If you go back into the 1990s,
Yeah.
KOF was kind of
Releases
treat.
February 17th, 2022.
And we do have an official release date now, a new one, which is February 17th, 2022. A lot of games are coming out in fucking February, man. Like, fuck.
Deluxe Edition comes with a DLC pass that contains 6 future DLC characters.
And this is looking pretty good because it's now organized into teams, not like just individual fucking little characters. You can get more teams for KOF. That's pretty cool. This is kind of like Guilty Gear, where you can get early access for 3 days earlier if you buy like the deluxe edition. For it looks like a PlayStation exclusive, so pre-order bonus. Yeah, it's a pre-order bonus for PlayStation 5, PS4, and okay, so it's console exclusive. Excuse me. Xbox Series X and S. If you buy the deluxe edition, you get early access, and of course, you also get the DLC characters, which combines into overall 6, 2 teams.
Early purchases.
And then there's this costume of Terry, Garo,
DLC costume, Garo,
Mark of the Wolves.
Terry Crews?
Yeah, Terry Crews. Another classic costume, this time for Leona. So he's got the jacket or the coat, whatever jacket, whatever you want to call it. Different shorts, or no, she has not different shorts. Excuse me, she has shorts. Yeah, sorry.
DLC costume, classic Leona.
Which it's a classic. So I understand if people like that costume a little more, but it's like nostalgic. But anyway, let's go back to the roster real quick here. When Rio was selected on the screen, where was it? It was like, oh yeah, there we go. I think it was either here or let me see. Let's go back here real quick.
The classic 3-on-3 team battle system returns. New visuals and gameplay systems deliver a new level of speed and excitement. 3 team battle.
Might be in a different. It might be in the middle or something. There we go. So
Character selection.
go back frame by frame ish. All right, so there you go. So you do have more characters, I guess. So because because the DLC only has 2 teams, right? So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be like unlockable. So it looks like, because that's a lot of slots. And then there's the one slot over there on the very right. So it looks like a slot for the sub boss, aka the dark skinned woman with the glasses. So yeah, and again we still have a couple other characters from K-Dash's team, also Ash's team to be revealed later, and then one blank team. So yeah, it makes me wonder, are these two of these team slots have to be DLC, but the other 2, are they also team slots or the DLC slots, or is it just like, I don't know, it's like a whatchamacall, just the like a temporary thing until they're obviously fully revealed. A placeholder, yeah, there you go, a placeholder. I guess their placeholder is still another season comes around, I guess. So maybe for right now they're preemptively having It's plans for season 2, 2 seasons at least, and then we'll see how much support it gets after that. But look, yeah, you know, for the most part, it looks like a pretty decent sized roster for the start. And remember, yeah, we still have more characters to see, to be revealed. But yeah, it's looking pretty good, really exciting. I definitely want to play it on whatever system the guys want to play it on. So I'm pretty stoked about it. It's funny that they're like trying to market it like as if like everyone's here type of thing. Like all the past heroes are back in one game. So it kind of feels like that way, especially with like the music also, like the the DJ select thing or DJ station. But yeah, hopefully this is a success, especially with the rollback thing, and hopefully the rollback is good, and hopefully they'll have some sort of like stress test or something to like really, you know, get it down and stuff. So because yeah, I want this game to be good. You know, I want this to be fun, functional, and all that fun stuff. Are you swayed at all at this point if you want to get KOF 15 or not, Zawa? Hard to say. You don't know, yeah. There's still more stuff to see. I mean, we definitely have a basic understanding now of what the mechanics are. So there is that. And, of course, the whole rollback thing and all the other features and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But, yep. I mean, you still have time to think about it. It's still February, so, yeah. So.
It's like,
I wonder, though... Oh, yeah. Sorry, you're gonna say something?
No, I'm still thinking. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Again, like, when it comes to K-Dash's team, obviously, Kula has got to be in there. Kula is gonna be in there. Like, I think she's like just too popular to ignore, unless they'll put her in DLC. But no, I mean, well, for another team, I guess. I'm predicting this empty team slot on the bottom is going to be the Korean team, or whatever Kim is going to be a part of. And then with Ash, I think Hypecast is going to be part of Ash's team, because I think they're supposed to have a story of sorts together, something like that. They have some sort of relationship. So I think Hypecast is going to be part of Ash's team. Yeah, so. When it comes to K-Dash's team, I think Kula and what was his name? Like, it was like Maxima or something like that. I think they're that's his name. But they were part of the team for 14 at least. Well, we'll see. I wonder where Angel's gonna fit in all this too, because like, you know, because we were expecting Angel to be part of, you know, Ramon and Kino Dinosaurs' team, but no, it was it's Antonov, right? So I guess those expectations could be shattered, you know, with the rest of the teams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if this new characters team is all new characters or just one new character or two new characters or whatever. We'll definitely have to see about that. And of course, the rest of these slots, we'll have to wait and see who gets announced. Yep, looking pretty damn good for KOF. I'm definitely more on the yes side. I do want to check it out. At least, I don't know how long I'll stick with the game, but I do want to check it out at least. Give it a fair chance. And hopefully the netcode be good. This will definitely be my first KOF game I've ever owned. So I think that would be a pretty good time. I can definitely say it's the best looking 3D KOF game in a long time. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. I like the whole marketing and promotion behind it so far. Alrighty. Well, that's it on that for now. Other than, what were these ones? Oh, I think this is just like all the stuff that we've already covered, yeah. the DLC costume for Terry. And then there was the roster select screen. Yep, we can definitely cover that. Alright, so we can definitely move on to the rest of it, which is the games news. Let's start off with the weird stuff. So, of all the things that Fortnite has featured, now we have Martin Luther King Jr. in Fortnite? Yeah. What a weird time to be a part of. Like, I don't know what this is supposed to be. Like, I guess they're just paying respects to Martin Luther King now, I guess? I don't know. I mean, any comment at all for this? For this, weird piece of news. Because this is supposed to be a collaboration with Time Magazine. Of all things.
I hope they realize that there will be trolls. And so if, you know, a certain word slips up into one of their, you know, screenshots or live video presses about the game, yeah, time's gonna be like, ah, crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I don't have anything to say about this.
It's so weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. And it's like, okay.
So I guess here, according to the PlayStation blog, you know, the official blog site, developed by members of the Fortnite creative community, this immersive journey allows players to witness Dr. Luther King's full "I Have a Dream" speech. March through time will teleport players nearly 60 years in the past to the reimagined Washington, D.C. called DC-63. Developed by members of the Fortnite community, this fully immersive experience will allow players to witness civil rights teachings of Dr. Martin Luther King. This experience was built by members Chase Jackman, GQU Noe? Anyway. And two other members. XWTFR, okay, and then U7A. Or YU7A. And DC, 63 players will travel through Lincoln Memorial and the United States National Mall, where Dr. King made his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech. It almost feels like the description just keeps repeating itself. I feel like I'm reading the same thing over and over again.
We gotta remember, this is a Time Magazine that made this article. So whoever is doing the editing of this, or whatever,
Yeah.
really didn't proofread anything.
It sounds very like repetitive. Well, apparently this is all coming from the community manager for Epic Games, Mr. Ryan Brosiger. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird. I mean, cool, but weird, I guess. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna like judge harshly on him or anything, but I just think it's weird. Like, what? Okay. I guess this is a good way to teach kids, because there's a lot of kids playing Fortnite, obviously, you know. So this could be a tool to teach the whole, like, you know, civil rights event and stuff like that. All the like moments during the civil rights movement and stuff, you know. Like, I would like, it would make more. It would like, when was the I have a dream speech? Was it in March? Or no, not March. I mean, was it in August or whatever? Or was it? I'm pretty sure it was like in January or something, right? Because that's MLK Day. Hold on, I'm looking this up, dude. This is just so weird. Like, when I first saw this, I thought it was like a weird like like joke or whatever. I have oops. I'm looking this up on my phone just to be safe, but I feel like okay, like as long as people the players aren't allowed to do too much, I think it's fine. But if people are allowed to do like pretty much what you do in Fortnite, people are gonna like, you know, record themselves like have their gun out and shooting at, you know, like MLK, like Dr. Martin Luther King. Like that would send a very wrongful message. You know what I mean? So I hope they don't allow the shooting and stuff like that and all that, like all those like usual actions you find in like Fortnite. Instead, you just like sit there and watch, which okay would be fine. Let me see. Oh, so it was in August. Okay, so August 28th. Okay, so it is the anniversary, I guess, of the speech itself. Okay. All right, interesting, I guess. So I guess tomorrow tomorrow as we record this, or I guess this may be happening already. I have no idea. This event will happen. So again, I mean, I'm not gonna harshly judge on it. It's just that I just find it very strange. But I guess anything to teach kids about history. You know what I mean? Like a lot of kids play this game. You know, any I guess like older person would be surprised of how many kids are playing this. So if this is a way to teach them, or at least be aware of it, then by all means, I guess. But strange is the one word I can definitely describe it. So, anything else on this, Zawa? All right. All right. Now we can definitely cover this, which was the Gamescom announcements that happened for like what 3 days. So I believe this is like pretty much all the highlights. It looks like. We had stuff on Halo Infinite, which had some controversies, unfortunately, because, you know, the game is not going to launch with, like, all the legacy modes, like, you know, campaign mode, and also, was it Forge, was it?
It's going to be DLC.
Yeah.
Pay $15 for each, I don't know, section.
Yeah, each little piece. It's called Forge, right? It's the mode that you can like make your map. Okay, I believe. Okay, so that's missing, obviously, and then we do have to remember though that they're really trying to like sell the multiplayer, which is going to be free to play. So maybe I don't know. Maybe they're trying to approach it differently. But
yeah,
there was a statement, but I'm not gonna read the statement, so we'll leave it at that for now. But just know that there's not gonna be wait, actually it says I think the campaign is gonna be sold separately or something like that. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And then multiplayer, of course, that's free to play. Blah blah blah. Oh, there was stuff about Elden Ring. Okay, I actually didn't know about that. Oh, did you see this, Zawa? It's the Marvel's like XCOM game called Midnight Suns.
I did. Not gonna lie, I immediately thought of Marvel Alliance because the way of the gameplay looked. I was like, oh, another Marvel Alliance game.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Then it's like, nope, we're not. It's like, oh,
yeah, it's a tactical like strategy game or something like that. XCOM. If anyone played XCOM, if anyone's into that, okay, that could be a potential thing, you know.
To me, I was like, wow, my expectations got shattered.
Yeah, I know, right? The costumes are very interesting, I would say. It's like all gold and black, so it kind of reminds me of like Scorpion for some reason, like Mortal Kombat. Like Mortal Kombat 11-ish. Saints Row got a reboot. It's coming back. Are you familiar with Saints Row, Sawa?
I am. I was just like, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's making a comeback. So that's pretty cool. I never played any of the Saints Row games, so I'm not too familiar beyond what I've just heard over the years. Like I think like it's either 2 or 3 is regarded like as the best ones, or something like that. And then like the one with like any of the new ones were kind of like you know. I know there was one with Keith David in it, starring as Keith David, and the superhero one. I forgot what it was called. It's like you can make your own like superhero, quote unquote, ish.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called, but anyway, there was that one. Horizon Zero Dawn got a new date. Vanguard for Call of Duty was revealed. Again, looks cool, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not judge on people for buying any game from Blizzard, Activision, and something like that, but you know, I mean, I don't know. Even without the whole politics, I feel like this Call of Duty, it's gonna be another one. Just it's gonna be another Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing like extravagantly or extraordinary about this over the other titles that have come out over the years. So that's just my 2 cents on it. The campaign looks interesting. It's because it's based off of one of the female snipers, although not the female sniper, but one of them, I guess. It might be just loosely based off of it for marketing reasons. Anyway, there's Deathloop, the Star Wars Lego Star Wars game. Actually looks pretty good. Like, too good. Like, the lighting effects were like really good. I think. I don't know if you saw it, Zawa, but yeah. Like, there's...
I don't know, with Star Wars games, it's... nothing's, like, going, like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not at the ooh phase anymore. I'm at that, oh.
Yeah. I get it.
Okay. I mean, that sounds bad on my part, but again, it's like...
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, like, wait. Like, these shots... Like, what the hell? Like, this is a Lego game, dude. Like, the lighting effect was like... Yeah, some of the effects are pretty cool. I like the Lego fire, for example. And yeah, you get to... I think you get to relive all of the Skywalker Saga. So yeah, it's like pretty much all the episodes. Yeah, it looks like a good all-around game for
what it is. Yeah.
For what it is, yeah, exactly. If anyone's into Legos, if anyone's into Star Wars, there you go. And then Death Stranding, like, there's a whole bunch of on that. They even have like a racing mode now, which is very odd. Forza, Dying Light. I guess a game called Jet, for sure. Oh, there's the Ninja Turtles game that had April in it. And then New World from Amazon. Solstice. Blasphemous, Waylanders. So. I think there was supposed to be more today, but looks like it wasn't anything big from what I can imagine. Yeah, it was because like all the big stuff kind of happened. Well, at least for me anyway, happened in the beginning, like opening day. So that's when like all the KOF stuff came out and like all that fun stuff. Was there anything from Gamescom that caught your eye in particular?
Truth be told, I don't remember any.
No, yeah.
Like nothing like, oh my god, yes. It was more like,
oh,
that's nice.
yeah. Oh,
That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Diana, for giving me this.
What if this was a time to show off Bayonetta, like Bayonetta 3?
No.
Yeah, that's just too good to be true.
I think the last ditch effort is gonna be at the game show.
The Game Awards?
Or at the Tokyo Game Show, because isn't it next month already?
Yeah, it's September. We're close to September.
Well, but this would have been a good time to show like more of a teaser for Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Or that other game they're making. It's the space one.
Yeah, Star something, right?
Star Valley.
Is it Stargaze or something like that? Stargaze or
something
like that. Yeah, that one space game.
But no, the one that we got was here comes Skyrim again.
Oh my god, man! How many Skyrims?
It's to that point where that what's his name, Shannon from Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
With the show and tell, it's like, and here's Skyrim. That is the 20th time that you have brought Skyrim to this. Show new materials, or I'm going to shoot you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they have a lot to show, but there wasn't like for nothing like big for me, I guess, anyway, like personally, that I would like gravitate towards. I mean, it's cool, or neat, I should say. It was neat. Yeah, because it's supposed to be, this is supposed to be day 3 today, which was, it should be over by now, for sure. So, yeah, there wasn't really nothing much else from it, right? So nothing really popped up from the Twitter.
The Twitter.
The Twitter.
The Twits.
The Twits.
The Twitters.
Mm-hmm. So yep, that is Gamescom in a nutshell, pretty much. But let's go to oh yeah, they showed this. They talked about Genshin Impact a little bit during Gamescom, so that's kind of cool. So it's getting that attention. I'm glad for it because I really do like the game for what it is. Oh, and this is now the actually voiced trailer for Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, with the collaboration with Genshin Impact. So let's play this a bit.
Aloy here. I don't know this world, but my arrows are sharp and my bow's ready. If your party needs help, I'll do what I can.
Aloy. It's not Aloy.
This land has a past full of secrets, just like my world. I'll uncover
So
all
did
of
she
it
get pulled
if I
from the
have enough time.
multiverse or what?
Right.
One world needed saving, now another.
I already forgot her.
I'm Aloy,
her
ready for the
friend's
hunt.
Because they might be like screaming right now. Aloy, where are you?
Oh yeah.
The hunt is on. This is a new one.
Yep. And for those who are on the PlayStation, you can get the character first. And then later on, I think it's like a month later, everyone else can get it. So that's how it works. I think she looks pretty good, other than her eyes. Like I think they went a little too much on the eyeshadow or something like that. Like the artwork doesn't really show off that much, which I do like a little better.
I'm Aloy.
Where was it? Was a good shot.
What's a good shot? And you showing her shooting.
Shooting arrows. Yeah.
Aloy here. I don't know this world, but my arrows are sharp and my bow's ready. If your party needs help, I'll
So
do
anyway,
what I
I
can.
start blasting.
Yeah.
This land has a past full
Oops.
of secrets, just like my world.
This
I'll
land has a
uncover all of
past.
it
No, it doesn't.
if I
It
have
does
enough
not.
time. one world needed saving, now
The
another.
only pass that this man has is its development
I'm
cycle.
Aloy.
Yeah.
Ready for the hunt.
Yeah, you kind of see in this corner like that eye. What do you call that? Eyeliner or a shadow? A little much.
This'll pack a punch.
Is it mascara? Okay.
Anyways,
The hunt is on.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, a little too much on the what's around the eyes. Otherwise, if they, yeah, kind of looks like it. Yeah, if they like kind of pull back a little bit on that one, and then I think she'll be looking a little better. But it's still neat that we're getting Aloy or Aloy. Guess it makes sense. You know, she uses a bow prominently, so that is that. I think it's the voice, same voice from the original game. So if that is the case, then that's cool. Up next, we have another sort of collaboration thing. I'm pretty sure you caught wind of this with Magic: The Gathering and Street Fighter. They're actually going to do Street Fighter along with Warhammer and Lord of the Rings and Fortnite. So they're doing a collaboration of sorts. So they'll make cards for all these franchises. So yeah, I guess this is a preview of what we're getting. Maybe I'm not too sure. Any thoughts on that?
Nope. All I see is magic. Well, I've seen more magic cards that I might want to try about, but I don't know. Because remember, I went all hyped for the Godzillas.
Yeah,
There they
yeah,
are,
yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
$500 worth.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hollow. But for like the Street Fighter one, the artwork looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's gonna be that collection that I'm gonna collect.
Right. I mean, we'll have to see about the rest of the cards, right? Like, I mean, I guess if they look really cool, then maybe for you to get.
And at first, I thought it was a cosplayer, you know.
Yeah, it looked like a cosplayer like doing it, but yeah, that's the artwork.
Yeah.
I think it looks it looks like it's like superimposed into like the artwork.
That's what I thought. It was like superimposed, and then they did some adjustments.
Yeah, effects and stuff.
Recolored, retouched a few places, and ta-da. But then it's like, oh no, this is the one of the artworks, and I was like, oh, wow, damn, I got bamboozled.
Yeah.
Mirage came in and said, yoink.
Yep. You just got bamboozled. Oh, it's about an hour. Okay, never mind. I thought it was going to be like a short video. But anyway, yeah. There's going to be a collaboration with several franchises, including Street Fighter. So it'll be interesting. I'll, take a look at the artwork. I mean, I'm not a Magic kind of guy, but, for anyone who is, there's going to be more cards to collect, definitely, when it comes to like the crossover promotion type of things. So for anyone who's into that, that's coming up soon enough. So speaking of more cards, we have a new set already announced for Pokemon cards, and it's called Fusion Strike. It's very pink, very pinkish. It's going to be featuring Mew, Genesect, where was that one page? Thought I had it. But anyway, let's go to Poke Beach, because that's where. Oh, oops. Beach. There we go. Where was it? Oh, there you go. I think this is the right one. Yes, there we go. So you can definitely tell by the pack art. There is going to be, obviously, Mew. Genesect. But yes, most of all, oh man, I'm gonna get this set. Because we got the Gengar in there. Gengar VMAX. Or Gigantamax.
I'm still waiting for you to buy that pillow.
Oh, the
Jeez,
pillow thing? Oh my goodness.
And you just turn on, your stream and you just have your head in
I
there.
know, right? That'll be the next.
Be like, hi guys.
That'll be maybe the 4th stimulus check. I don't know. I don't know.
Is that a thing?
There's been rumors and talk about it, but
It's not gonna. It's not real.
I'm not holding my breath on it. But anyway, there's also Bolton featuring in the pack art.
Why does he look like I'm gonna kill everything?
I don't know. Looks like a dog to me.
Well, that dog's face is like I'm gonna kill everything.
And then there's a bunch of products. Sorry, were you gonna say something?
Products, critics.
Yeah. So there's a booster box. This is gonna be a normal set. The Elite Trainer box, regular one. This is the Pokemon Center one, so looks a little different. And I guess, wait, what's going on here? Oh, okay. So I guess this is this is the center, the contents of the Pokemon Center exclusive version. So you get a more of a fancy looking coin, different sleeves, of course. Very pink and purple, I must say. So for those who really like those colors, now's the time to shine, I guess.
Well, of course you're gonna buy the one with the Gengar. If there's any Gengar sleeves.
It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. There's just Mew. Because Mew's the only thing on the box so far.
Mew's useless.
Yeah. What is this? Is this a playmat? If there's a playmat of this one, I'm definitely gonna snatch
You're
that.
gonna buy it, but you ain't gonna use it. You're gonna put it in a frame. You're gonna what's it called? Shrink wrap the damn thing.
Shrink
Put it
wrap.
into
Vacuum
put it in
vacuum
a
seal. Like.
Yep.
Yep.
Put it in a vault.
Ball in the ball.
Your code.
And then you need to have the nuclear warhead keys. You have to like turn at the same time.
And you keep one of the keys, and then you send the other key to like some random guy.
Yeah, just someone I associate myself with when it comes to Pokemon cards, What is this anyway? Is this supposed to be a playmat or is this something else? I'm not sure. Anyway, if there's a playmat, what's up? Well, this looks pretty cool too. I like this.
You're asking like, what is it? I was gonna make the joke from Suicide Squad. Do you see that? Do you know what that is?
Oh yeah.
It's your mom. It's like.
Yeah, that Gengar one looks really cool. But Mew looks really sick too. I like the city setting and like the pose and all that stuff.
Why does this scene reminds me of Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Oh, yeah, like the city, or it also kind of reminds me of like Miles Morales for some reason, or like the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse for some reason. Spider-Verse, yeah. Looks really sick.
I swear, if they bring in Miles in Spider-Man 3.
Oh yeah. Oh, the
Way Home.
Oh no. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, yep, boyfriend.
Yeah.
We fucking.
we
did it. We fucking.
We fucking. Wow.
You'd be like, what? They brought in Miles. The world is right again.
Oh, there's a Hoopa box for it too. Wow. Damn.
No one cares.
Hoopa.
And no one cares.
Well, you don't care about Hoopa, I guess. Apparently. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. Oh, I actually. Oh.
Because hoopla, it's just a bunch of hoopla.
Oh, okay. I see. I see what you're getting. Ooh, I can download it. Oh, I'm gonna bookmark this for research. This box. Oh, I can't blow it up. This box is actually kind of interesting because apparently this box is only available for GameStop. And I actually went into GameStop today to try to see if I can pick up my my pre-order, but I guess they're just mailing it to me. But I happened to be here, so I was like, "Oh, if you have any, do you have any like new stuff to like pre-order?" Like, "Oh yeah, we only have this, but this is like a GameStop exclusive for like $30." I'm like, "Oh shit!" And they showed me what it looked like, and it was this. I was like, "Oh fuck." I'm definitely gonna get this because the promo cards look really cool. It includes the Lance's Charizard and the Dark Sylveon V cards, and of course extra little booster packs and stuff. So it looks cool. Actually, I got myself a little W at the end of the day, so that's cool. But anyway, we can definitely move on. There's another collaboration of sorts involving Tails, and also GG, or Guilty Gears. Excuse me. So more specifically, Guilty Gear Strive. We can definitely see the video here. We can watch this on YouTube, I guess. So, you have to take in mind, though, this is a mobile game in Japan. But...
Here comes Daredevil.
It can also become a PC game. Thanks to, what's it called?
Oh, BlueStacks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those like emulators, yeah. So it's gonna feature Soul Bad Guy and Ramethal for Tales of mobile game. The artwork looks pretty neat.
It's a Tales game because it has that shading.
Yeah. I like that Ram artwork. It's pretty cool. And then they have the Tails characters with the Guilty Gear costumes. Yep. That's usually what they do. That's so funny. Bruce as fucking Potemkin. And then there's Magilu as Jacko. It's actually kind of a good fit. I'm not too sure who that character is, but she's Eddie, or AKA Zato.
She is woman.
She is a woman. I'll give her that.
A woman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you get to see all the characters. Oh, okay, and then this character is Chip. That's kind of funny. And then I like is that the main the female main character in Eno? I'm not too sure. It looks like it, but yeah, Tales of the Rays. Interesting name, but yeah, it's the mobile game in Japan. They used to be a lot more mobile games here for NA when it comes to Tales, but they like shut that shit down. Like I remember I was playing one of them at one point on a daily basis, and I had like a pretty good amount of like 5-star units and whatever. Free to play, of course. It was like a very like basic like what do you call? You just basically kind of like do like a swiping motion, and then you do like different combinations of attacks and stuff like that for like a turn-based RPG type of gameplay. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, that was like my first experience of a gacha game getting shut down, and I'm really glad I didn't put money in there. So that means you cannot access those characters anymore. So all that money just poof gone if anyone put money in that game. So this is just kind of a scary thing. It kind of teaches the lesson of like, yeah, this is what it's like to have a mobile game you kind of shut down, where you could potentially like lose all that money. So yeah, anyway, so there's a collaboration going on there, so that's really neat. And there is also another collaboration that happened and is out now, which is Monster Hunter Rise and Street Fighter. So that means you can get a layered armor for Akuma in his Street Fighter V design. Oops, sorry about that. It's a little loud.
I can't hear you. It's too loud.
Yeah.
I don't know. I dropped Rise, so this collaboration. I don't know.
Right.
It's like okay. Back to looking at something else.
Yeah. I got the skin relatively easy too. Although I did have to call for help because Rajang was like super fucking annoying. But
Swoosh.
yep. Swoosh. I wonder how you get the poses though. That's what I'm kind of missing right now. And for what, yeah, maybe money. But from what I can understand, I think these event quests are not time gated. So I guess these are like just permanent in your thing. I don't know how they work. Are you familiar with how these work in Rise or no?
In Rise, no. In past games, they are somewhere on time, but then they just forget.
Yeah, I guess they don't care for this time around, so they just have them permanently. So that's kind of cool. So you don't have to like urge yourself to go back into I guess Monster Hunter Rise just to like try to get these skins, whatever. You can like just come in any time. It's, you know, for something for you to do if you want to come back to the game. But I think the problem with Rise is just that I don't know. It just seems dry. I mean, I don't know. Like there was.
It's been dry for months.
Yeah, I mean they put event quests, sure, or in like more quests for like variations of the monsters or variants again, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like I had a really fun time like playing this for like the first week, and then we all dropped it like at the same time pretty much.
Yep.
Like we all were done with the game. We all didn't have anything else to do other than maybe just get more materials, probably forge more armor just for collection's sake, but that was it, you know. Like it was relatively short, which is kind of a I guess that makes sense as a Switch game, you know, but yeah, I don't know, it's just dry. You know, it's dry, it's raw.
Whoosh.
Yeah. But at least they've. I will give them this. At least this is layered armor instead of like, you know, during World. Remember with Ryu and stuff like that? Like they were actually armor, and they had like really bad effects and bad stats. So it's like, okay, I kind of want to just wear this, but I have to actually wear it. You know what I mean? So it was hard because the stats were bad. Even if at high rank, the high rank versions were pretty bad. The what do you call, like the effects that came in with it were pretty bad, or just like kind of useless for the most part. There wasn't any layered armor at the time, so now they just straight put the layered armor in here, which is very nice. I'll give them that. So you know, I can be Akuma like anytime I want. You can also like adjust the colors and stuff like that, so you can like palette swap or color swap, and like, you know, Shin Akuma, which I kind of did. It's kind of funny. But yeah, it was kind of nice to get back into Rise a little bit. But once I got the armor, I was like, all right, cool. That's it. Yep. But anything else other than what you've said already?
Nope. Don't care. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't care. Walks away.
It kind of sucks too, because you were like waiting for the collectors. Yeah. collector's edition, only to find out you're only gonna play it for like a week, right? Was that the same? Was that how it went?
Well, it's more like I waited. I didn't believe that. Hey, yeah, even though we're like 3 weeks into the game, you're gonna catch up really fast. I was like, no. 1 week later, I hate this. I hate this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it just became like what you might call a chore
Mm.
to just try get the best
Sad.
set and stuff, and it became to that point like I don't want this.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, that was really bad. Like the whole wait and stuff. It was like 2 weeks at least, right? That whole like situation. At least. I think it was. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, it has a good honeymoon, I guess. Honeymoon phase for those who like start up the game. But yeah. I don't know. There's a reason why. I mean, people are playing it, but like, I guess not to the same extent that World got. Anyway, we got some stuff for Pokemon. The official artwork was out during the week, so you can definitely get a good look at them. So there's a Bravery. There's the Stantler variation. And so on and so forth. Growlithe, obviously. Basculin. So pretty neat. Got that Sugimori style artwork for these Pokemon. And then it explains, of course, some of the Pokemon, right? Costume. Alright. Someone pointed out something very funny from Kotaku. So the headline reads, Pokemon Legends Arceus new Pokemon are probably going to go extinct because these Pokemon are technically from the past. This is supposed to be like a prequel to Diamond and Pearl, but of course you don't get to see them in Diamond and Pearl, obviously, because it's like a prequel, so it's gonna be kind of weird to retrofit, I guess. So I guess like if you wanna like a head canon of sorts, yeah, I guess they're extinct.
They're either extinct or like evolved.
they evolve to something else. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's actually a really funny like thing to point out.
So they're not dead per se. They're just
different. They're different. Yeah. That's how evolution.
They carry the same genes.
Yeah.
They're different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how evolution works, or adaptation works, whatever. The whole phenomenon. It's just very funny. I'm pretty sure like once this game comes out, it'll be compatible with Pokemon Home, and you can like swap these Pokemon back and forth with Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. So they'll have eventually 3D models for these Pokemon that's appropriate for, the mainline Pokemon, maybe. Or Sword and Shield.
We say that now, and then the Pokemon company's like, nope, cannot.
Oh, you mean Game Freak? Yeah, Game Freak is like, nope.
Game Freak, but sometimes it's, to me, Pokemon company better have a hand in there.
Well, Pokemon Company is more like the merchandise side of things, and also like the anime, like the English side of anime, and
it'd be so funny. It's like, okay, we're gonna start bringing this. Nope. Why, Pokemon Company? We don't want to make any more merchandise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like, please don't.
They could easily do it and make money. Yeah, but they're just too lazy. Yeah, they're just too lazy or something. That's how it works, right? All right. Anyway, let's. We have all the movies, Netflix, and stuff like that to wrap up. So, we finally got a first look at Cowboy Bebop, the live-action Netflix series, with some screenshots featuring John Cho. So there's a very telling screenshot of what it's going to look like. There's Jet, and of course Spike, and Faye, I believe her name was.
Bay.
Yep.
Her name's not Faye. Her name is Bay.
Bay, yeah. Faye Valentine, right? That's her full name.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a long time. Anyways, there's more of the screenshot. There's Ein, the corgi.
Who was originally supposed to be a husky.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember.
See, you remember and you're like, shit.
Yeah, I know. Oh man, huskies are. I love huskies. Anyway, corgis are cool though. I like corgis. I'm cool with corgis.
I like this, but where's my main character?
Where's Ed? Where's Ed?
I mean, you three guys are cool,
Yeah.
but I need my Ed and I duel.
Yeah.
Just screwing around.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is he fighting Vicious?
Yeah, I know, right? He's already fighting
This
Vicious.
is the iconic scene where like, oh, Vicious?
Yeah.
You're here already? Is this a spoiler?
I like how I mean, yeah, you see obviously blood on his face, blood on his collar, but his suit is like, the rest of his suit is like super clean.
It's because the suit has armor plot.
Ah. Plot armor.
Yeah, no. Armor plot.
Armor plot. Okay, I got okay. Anyways, this is still coming out November 19th for those who are trying to look forward to it. Did you have any comments of how or what you think so far? How you liking this from these screenshots?
I just wish the actor who playing Jet was a little bulkier, but again, you can never find.
Yeah,
I mean, you can.
Yeah, of
you
course.
can find bulky people to play bulky
Characters, yes.
characters, but it might not translate well. That's why with the Full Metal Alchemist live action movie came in, I don't remember because
Was Jet? I don't think Jet was like super I mean, he has muscle, right? But I don't think he was like that bulky though. So I think
he wasn't bulky, but
yeah, I mean, I get
was,
like
he was fit. There you go.
Yeah, he was very fit. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I think the problem is that Jet has like very big shoulders, right? Like
Yeah.
a lot of anime characters do, and that always like is hard to translate into live action because naturally people aren't so big shouldered unless you really work out the shoulders like all the time, but that could be dangerous.
That's
right?
why.
Yeah.
So I don't remember in the live action Full Metal Major Armstrong was in that movie.
I don't remember. I don't think so.
I don't think so. And if he was, I think my mind is doing a good job trying to block that.
Yeah. Yeah, and otherwise, yeah, Jet looks relatively intact. You know, I mean, he's got the shoulder pads, he's got the metal arm, he's got the undershirt, right, or the inner shirt, I should say. The leggings, right, the armor. Looks pretty good. Like the beard and everything, I like those touches. I respect it. I like their effort.
It's not there.
Oh, it's not there. Okay.
I just looked up Alex Louis Armstrong live action. Okay, good. He wasn't in.
He wasn't it. Okay.
Because again, like with that stuff, there is no way you can find someone.
Yeah, that muscular.
To look like Major Armstrong.
Yeah,
I mean, you can.
To look like Armstrong, but can he play Armstrong?
Yeah.
That's always the hard part. Yeah. But anyway, otherwise, when it comes to Faye, I mean, that's the best you could do, I guess, given like, because Faye, you know, how she dresses is like, yeah, that's an anime character design, so you can't really like translate that well to live action, obviously. So you gotta like at least make some notes or references to those notes or whatever to those parts. So like she has the red leather jacket in this case, kind of like representing the red like cloth that she had wrapped around her arms, right? And then the top, right, it's kind of yellow from the show, but it's kind of more orangish. And then her leggings, obviously, can't really do too much, obviously without being, overly like skimpy and stuff like that. So she just has like what do you call, like just leggings and like the high boots and like all that stuff. The shorts, yeah, it does make reference from the show as well in a way, except they're black hair. The purple hair, I'm not sure though, because is that supposed to be a reference of oh, I guess she had purple, like it was like really dark purple hair though. I don't know. Yeah.
Which for me, I always mistaked it as black hair, but
yeah,
like, nope.
yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, here it's just like straight purple. It's not like dark purple, like anything like that. It's like pretty purple. Now, Spike is probably the most like well translated, quote unquote, from the anime counterpart. The hair, I like the hair. Obviously it's gonna be like inconsistent, like throughout the, sometimes there's like there's like more volume, sometimes there's not so much maybe on one side. It's messy, so it's I guess it works. I like the suit. I like the collar shirt, the inner shirt, slacks. Yeah, all the stuff is pretty much like checked off. Now it's just like a matter of how the characters' like mannerisms are, the acting, the performances, the voices, of course, how they deliver their lines and everything. And of course, the action too. That's another important element, of course. So costume design is one thing, but is it enjoyable to watch?
Yeah, is it gonna translate well? And with the action scenes with just Spike alone, he's very flowy. So.
Yes, he's a very fluid like martial artist in his own right.
There better not be like a lot of jump cuts.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I'm kind of worried about.
There's probably gonna be a lot of like shaky cam kind of stuff that you see in movies. So that's probably something I'll brace myself for. Hopefully the the cinematography, of course, very important as well, and hopefully that'll translate well, as a whole product. So yeah, we'll see about Netflix Cowboy Bebop. I mean, it's a very nostalgic, niche, relatively niche anime series that a good handful of people talk about here and there from the 90s. You know what I mean? So, funny enough, I actually this is one of the few animes that was introduced in English, not so much Japanese. I have watched Japanese here and there, but definitely when it comes to English, I watched more of it. So I would have to say like this is one of my few favorite English dubbed animes, besides like Hellsing and Yu Yu Hakusho and stuff like that. What about you? Did you first watch this in English, Japanese?
English, Adult Swim.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that's a very common starting point.
Hi guys, that's how old we are.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
How to say your age without saying your age.
Yeah.
Toonami.
Yeah, but for the time I've watched it, I've watched most episodes. I've only watched the final episode, right, with Vicious, and then that whole thing, and then I did pick up like some of the nuances, right, and it does remind me of like Lupin the Third, a lot of ways. Like it's just like a lot of like theft and like just not cowboy stuff, but like bounty hunter stuff. Like just. Yeah, just that kind of like space western kind of vibe. It's kind of hence the whole Cowboy Bebop name. But of course, the intro music very memorable. I wonder if they'll include that in there. Maybe a new one from Tank. The band that actually did it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's just the same old opening song. That's another thing too. Hopefully the music will complement the live action stuff. So
it's gonna be by the music composer of Bayonetta, so we're gonna hear "Fly Me to the Moon" somewhere.
Oh man,
And then we're gonna hear let's hit climax.
And then Spike will have a dance scene for no fucking reason.
with his guns and two guns somehow strapped onto his foot.
Not Faye.
Yeah,
Spike.
not Faye.
Yeah, Spike or Jet. I'll accept Jet as well. Oh man, that'd be funny. But anyway, hopefully it'll be good. But you know, we'll see. These things are pretty rocky and shaky at times. We'll have to see. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think there was a couple more.
No, we're done.
Oh, okay. There's that, I guess. Oh, there's some of the set pieces. Yeah, right there.
Pieces. Those are CG. That's a green screen.
Green screen. At least, like, well, for the most part, the sets are in real life or practical. Yeah, like these sets are, yeah, they're not like CG'd or anything like that. So you can kind of get an idea of how, you know what I mean? So how things are going to be looking in the background. So I mean, it's on Netflix, so I can check it out. I mean, I'll give it a chance. We'll see. But yeah, now we can definitely take a look at a screenshot that I wanted to show from the newest Spider-Man that was revealed. Just because it was leaked, unfortunately, but they had to pull the trigger. I like this observation that someone made with Doctor Strange's mug. It pretty much says, "Oh, for Fox's sake." So it's like a picture of a fox, stuff like that. Pretty funny. I like that. And I like that there's still some scars on his hands because, you know, he had surgery. But relatively hand. God damn it. Fucking Ben Affleck as Doctor Strange. That's hilarious. I'm not gonna play the trailer obviously here, but did you see the trailer?
Yes, you will. You will play that trailer.
Well, I kind of don't want to, but yeah. Anyway.
I command you.
I mean, you saw. Sorry, you saw the trailer though, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of it?
It brought tears to my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the memes came for that trailer. It made me laugh even harder.
Of course.
One of the memes was combining Zenkaiger, the current Super Sentai, like combining both of them, and then I was laughing because that's exactly how Zenkaiger started.
Ah, okay. So there's been the whole talk about, you know, the other Spider-Man making it in there as well, but I don't want to talk about it too much because I kind of want to keep it like relatively spoiler free as possible. But I know for sure in the trailer there was Doc Ock, who was played by Alfred Molina, I think his name was, from Spider-Man 2. Now has made an appearance in here. So what do you think of that?
Hello, Peter. Oh. It's like, oh, I'm pregnant now. He's like that. Oh, I'm pregnant now.
I wish they saved that for later, like, or not even later, like not even in the trailer. Like, I wish they just save it for everyone to see. That would have been really cool, you know. But this is what I hate about like movie trailers nowadays, and this is why I don't like look at them as often now, because it's just like they just spoil way too much. It like just even though this is supposed to be called a teaser, right? But it's like a fucking trailer. It's like, what the fuck? Like, where are your standards? What is your definition of a teaser? What, you know? Do you even know how trailers were done back in the day? You know what I mean? Now it's just like they just like spill too much, I feel. And this is especially with like superhero stuff, because I don't know, they just don't know how to market. They just don't know how to market things correctly. They're just like want to like really make sure, I guess, that the viewers or audiences want to go catch it. So they just want to like throw out all the like big secrets right away. Especially with what happened with Batman vs Superman. That was like the worst case of it, dude. Ugh. But yeah, I wish they saved it for, well, whatever. I mean, it's out. I mean, I want to say it's cool because I really like Spider-Man 2. I really liked the actor for Doc Ock. So it's nice to see his face back into Spider-Man and hear the words, "Hello, Peter." So it's nice for what it is. I definitely don't want to see any more trailers. I already know I want to watch it later in the future. I'm not. Am I gonna go watch it in theaters? Probably not. Just to stay safe. Because we're.
Yeah, but I think they said it's not gonna be streamable.
I know, yeah, that's the point. But that's the thing, though. Even though it's only gonna be in theaters, still not gonna go out of my way to watch it because I want to make sure to stay safe. It's still not the right time for me to get back into theaters because we're probably still going to be well within the pandemic, so I'd rather not put the risk for a movie like that. Are you enticed to go watch in theaters?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
But see, the big problem is that during that time I'll be in Florida, and that's all.
That's right.
So I'm gonna be like,
yeah, because especially you're gonna likely be in Disney World, right? So
yeah, but I don't know if they change their mind to stream it.
Yeah,
I'll buy it.
Yeah,
I'll buy the
actual the premiere the premiere thing.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
But if they're not, then it's like, okay, we're gonna have to go to like a day that nobody goes to the movies, which it's gonna be impractical.
Yeah.
And try find that time, like, okay. Please.
Yeah. Sadly, though, there's a lot of. I mean, I'm kind of a part of it, I guess, too. But like the degens, right? The degenerates, right? Who want to go to the theater like at midnight or something like that, or 11 at night. There was a number of people who were still watching it for Endgame. So there are people who want to watch this like during those times too, for Spider-Man. So that's the price I'm willing to sort of pay, or that's the thing I'm willing to put myself through. But hey, I'm playing it safe, whatever. I mean, but if you want to catch it in theaters, just be careful, blah blah blah, all that fun, all that stuff. But for the most part, I'm excited. I'm hyped. I do want to watch it, sure. But I definitely don't want to see any more trailers because I know they're gonna spoil way more things, and I don't want to be spoiled anymore. So, I already know I want to watch the movie, so it's like, why do I want to put myself through more of this stuff? Where if I were to watch the movie without such things, I'd be excited. I would have a pretty cool experience on my first watch. And the cool thing about these being streamable is that you can watch it again and again and again to be able to look at all the little things and stuff like that to catch all the little nuances and Easter eggs and whatever, right? At the comfort of your own home. But yeah. Anyway, I don't want to blabber on too much. Let's get to the rest of it. Let's see. another thing about Spider-Man, kinda. So there may be a delay on Venom. Venom Let There Be Carnage. I think there's been talk about the movie being delayed and pushed to January. Yeah. Now I don't think this is confirmed just yet, or maybe they debunked it. I don't know, but there's been talk about the delay for sure because various reasons.
Damn delay.
Yeah. I mean, it still says October, but there's been just talk about delaying the movie in general, so.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yep.
I'll wait to watch my dad on screen again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Again, like, I mean, this isn't confirmed 100%, but I also don't want to know too much of why they would delay it, other than they want to make room for certain movies or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, personally, I can wait on Venom. Like, it's not like I'm gonna watch it in theaters or whatever, because I think this is still only in theaters as well.
Yeah, I can wait on Venom.
Yeah.
It's just that. Part of me is saying that maybe they went back, watched their footage and stuff, and then they were like, "Oh wait, someone mispronounced the word."
Maybe.
Symbiote. Instead of symbiote, it's symbiote.
Symbiote.
Like,
Yeah.
Because remember that happened. They had to, I think, pull it from theaters or something, or delay it to just like re-voice those lines.
Re-record the okay.
Yeah, re-record it, and I was like, wow.
Really? Okay.
Because everyone was like up in arms when they saw the trailer of the first Venom and they mispronounced that word, and I was like, you realize the person that was saying that has an accent, right? No?
Mhm.
Okay.
So what is the quote unquote official pronunciation of that word? Is it symbiote, symbiote?
I think it's supposed to be symbiote.
Symbiote, okay.
I think it's just because when they heard the symbiote, it's like, they're thinking of like Quaker Oats or something. I'm like, no, like.
What it was supposed to come out? Well, okay, so initially it's supposed to come out in September, right? And then now they're saying it's October, and then now possibly this is gonna be moved to January. So yeah, we'll have to see though. I mean, I can wait, but yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what'll happen to Venom Let There Be Carnage. And quickly to wrap up this movie segment, and lastly in general, Sony has officially named their Spider-Man universe to the Sony. No, it's just called Sony's Spider-Man universe. Because at first it never had a name or anything like that. I guess to just help clarify things, this is going to be called Sony's Spider-Man universe. So it includes Into the Spider-Verse, with Miles Morales and all the other like Sam Raimi and all that stuff movies. So that's all called Sony's Spider-Man universe. Cool. Why is this news? I don't know.
It's news because there's a rumor saying that the reason why this No Way Home movies is being made is because Sony's pulling the plug on Marvel.
Oh. Okay.
So, yeah. So the rumor is, hey, Hey Disney, about Spider-Man. It looks like you guys are making a profit. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's
So
weird.
if that rumor is true that Sony's gonna take back Spider-Man, so they can, do their own universe, because remember they have Venom to Morbius somewhere in the fucking ether, and then apparently there's not like a timeline of movies. There's supposed to be Kraven the Hunter, Black Cat, and they're mostly all of good Spider-Man like rogues gallery. And there's also a Sinister Six movie, so I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Jesus.
It's like, Sony, I know you want to keep your licensing right with this, but the only good Spider-Man is the one that you guys made, or not made, but have under your belt, is Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi, and Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse.
The Andrew Garfield movies, they're okay, but
yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
yeah.
They're okay, but
So that's
no.
why, like, a lot of people, like myself, are like saying that if Sony does this again to, Disney, because remember the whole, like, how many years ago was it? Like the whole debacle, like, oh, Sony's pulling out of Disney, and then all of a sudden, just kidding.
Oh yeah, probably like a good couple of years ago at this point.
Yeah. So if Sony gonna pull that again, I fucking bet you Disney Marvel, they have the money, so they're just waiting. It's like, oh, Sony, you doing something stupid again? Guess what? You belong to me now. Go sit by your cousin and new brother Fox.
Damn. Welcome to the family, son.
It's like, sit your ass over there.
Right. Fucking Jack from Resident Evil 7. Welcome to the family, son.
But my boyfriend was saying, like, Sony is a big company, and he was thinking, like, and it's a Japanese-owned company, yeah?
Yeah,
Sony.
yes.
He was saying that Disney does not have enough money to buy Sony. I was like, I know. But for, like, their movie, section of Sony, Disney has the money to buy that. But then that'll screw over, like, overseas stuff. Oh, well, not maybe.
Probably.
It'll just, like, set some things back, but...
Yeah. They probably had to just relicense and stuff like that, go through another licensing process.
Yeah,
but
through another, yeah.
Through another process.
But again, for just the the rights alone for just Spider-Man, Sony is kind of like we want this. This is ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in reality, you don't do shit with this with this character.
This property, yeah.
Yeah, with this property, because what was it like? You can only hold the property for so many years, but as long as you make like a movie within a certain time frame, right?
I believe so. Yeah. As long as you do something with that property, you still have the right to keep it, I guess. I think. So.
Yeah, so that's why, like, Morbius, I think it was supposed to come out this year, but
yeah.
But because, again, Morbius is part of Spider-Man, I don't know when they say it was supposed to come out now, but I think they're just banking on, like, okay, let's not release it now because our rights holding contract is almost done, so let's just do it like on like the day before or the week before it cuts, and so it's like, oh, there you go, we renewed our license. We did not plan this.
I see.
That's me and my conspiracy theory.
Yeah, your tinfoil hat theory.
Tinfoil hat, fuck that.
Yeah. All right. that's all. I believe that's all we got. Unless you want to chime in a little bit or anything else you want to sprinkle on before we skedaddle.
I can do the jackal pose, but not for long.
Oh God,
It hurts my back.
don't do it.
I already did, so it's your turn.
Oh God, my back is already not up for it. I know it's not up for it. My back is gonna, my whole body's gonna regret it. and especially my legs, my inner legs and all that stuff.
It's okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
I believe in you doing the jackal pose.
yeah.
Just don't die.
Funny enough, like the Jacko challenge, quote unquote, is mostly drawings. I've noticed.
It's mostly drawings, yes, but
Yeah.
I do see like
Some people, yeah. Some people do it, yeah. Some people do it for fun, you know, cosplayers especially.
Yeah.
I guess it really depends on how or if you look into the right areas, because I haven't seen a lot of people. I've seen more art, but maybe for those who like heavily follow the cosplaying community, maybe they'll see more of that rather than the art. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on the scope you look through, I guess. So anyways, that's all we got. We're gonna put the wrap on this one, and thank you very much for tuning in for this episode of the Hypecast. Don't forget to like and subscribe, blah blah blah, all that fun stuff. We'll be back for more, hopefully to talk about next week. So but if we don't, we'll probably take a break and blah blah blah, but we'll see. We will see. All right, so with that, thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
back to farming.
Back to farming.
Gotta get that mount.
Or get mounted.
Again, my friend.